It's the sign of your southern butt.
I'm thinking about getting some cameras to put on my house so I can spy on my neighbors. Oh, they're 80.
What's the end game here? Hold still.
I don't know. What do you mean the end game?
I mean, what would be the point of spying on your 80?
Well, I think their end game's not too far away.
Sure.
But I mean, he has he's in a wheelchair actually. He has this disease called muscular dystrophy.
I've heard of that. Yeah, that's going around.
No, actually, he does. That's the retarded one, right? That's the one that really.
What?
That's the one that Jerry talked about, right? 24 hours every Labor Day.
Oh, that Jerry.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Facts of Life, Jerry, and I was going to say no. That's cerebral palsy. Are you
cerebral palsy is the retarded one.
No.
Muscular dystrophy is the one where you just walk weird, right?
Are you a cerebral palsy guy or a cerebral
cerebral?
Palsy? Cerebral. I'm a cerebral guy. What say you, chat?
Cerebral palsy is the one where you just walk funny, right?
No, I mean Jerry had a voice thing.
What's the one? Okay, what's the one where you're on the stilts and you can barely?
I think that's a muscular dystrophy.
Muscular dystrophy. Yes, that's okay. That's what he has.
That's a.
He's a wheelchair man.
Oh, okay.
He didn't get it till later in life, though. I don't think.
I mean, that's how it happens sometimes.
Because he served in like Vietnam, I know, and
I appreciate it. So if you get a chance, let him know from me that I thank him for his service. I took my hat off like he died. Hey, folks, we're back. Sorry I wasn't here last week. Went down to a music festival. Welcome to Rockville Festival.
Went down to Florida. He was looking for some music to listen to.
I found it. It was quite the experience, and we'll get into that definitely as we move forward. But back in effect tonight. Had a lot of great records. What's up, Sean?
Rex in effect.
Played a lot of great records, and it's good to be get back in the mix. A little bit more of a normal situation than last week, for sure.
Can smash!
Did you say can smash?
I think Steve just hit something with his head in there.
We got a full house. We got Jay in here. We got Steve Fever. We got the Zonk Man in the house. So we'll be getting. I didn't think I was gonna have anything for Dig of the Week, but I stopped by. I got back in the crates today, and actually hit up a Goodwill, and did a little bit of like actual digging and got some cool stuff for that. I think Zonk Man's got some stuff they picked up. So
I didn't do.
we'll be.
Oh, it was.
I did not do.
Okay. Can Crusher off the wall.
I think you should go to the
Can Crusher!
Door sideways.
door seal, door frame.
Hey, just put it off the picture leg.
Yeah.
That'll be a tomorrow night project.
Yeah. Sure.
That's something.
But it'll be a good show. You guys hanging with us. Stay tuned.
Stop hitting on me, Shane. I'm telling you right now. Beginning of the show. Stop hitting on me.
Oh shit! The line in the sand's been drawn. So I did a lot of traveling. Air travel. Rented a car. Stayed in hotels. Traveled to the festival. All this shit. You know, one of the fucking. Are you a big airport guy? You've done a lot of air travel, enough to like.
I love flying. It makes me feel very important.
Yeah, I agree. It makes you.
There's three things that do. I mean,
Yeah.
You know, those three things you do when you travel. Is you get the tampon.
Oh yeah. Did I get the I didn't get the tampon. When I did find tampons in a Goodwill today, multiple boxes of tampons.
They usually have a lot of underwear in good.
That's another gray area.
Oh, I bought tons of underwear from there.
But the airline ended up losing my luggage.
Are you serious? Wow.
I said, you know what I said? I was like, "Fuck it, dude. I'm suing them."
Good for you. Good for you.
But then I lost the case.
Yeah.
So over 4 days.
I hope it comes back though. You know.
True. Over 4 days, we saw. I mean, there's 100. I don't know how many bands over there. It was crazy.
600.
Went to Welcome to Rockville, if you guys don't know. Like, crazy amount of bands.
600.
We'll get into more of the in-depth stories.
Did they find P. Diddy there?
I don't know. Apparently, the Aurora Borealis was going on. They had all this. So we went to, like, beers were like $12 a piece, like you could probably imagine.
I actually think
that's not bad. I was not blown away by that because I mean I think there were more than that at Wrigley, I believe.
Yeah, I paid $12 for it.
And I think mixed drinks were like $14.50. But like if it was
that's not that crazy for something.
Dude, but if it was one of those little like small clear cups.
Yeah.
And it was like it left that much room at the top.
10 out, like a 10 or 12 ounce.
It was all liquor. And
liquor.
They would splash like cranberry
How big of
or
a beer did you get for $12?
It was one of the 16-ounce aluminum bottles.
Did you feel stupid drinking out of it? One of those things.
I don't care for the aluminum. I like the squatty Miller Light aluminum bottles. I kind of fuck with, but the long dong silver aluminum bottles, I don't care for that.
Just give me a.
Give me a can and make it half as expensive, or a third more expensive.
Go ahead. Anyway, go ahead with your story.
But so no, we had a lot of beer and liquor shit until I snuck stuff in. We'll get to that later. But also a lot of food vendors. We actually tried. This is a true story. I've had it before, but the kid come up and it's like, hey, have some gator. So I went to the concession stand and bought some fried gator with some hush puppies.
That's pretty cool. You can get some oddball food like that.
Yeah, and I'm sure it was pricey as fuck, but it was great.
You just hand them your card.
But there was a couple of hippie chicks like hanging around the fucking, where they had the big sausages and like and the fucking turkey legs and shit like that.
Talking about two hippie
Are we going
chicks?
ham-fisted this early? Doing a sausage joke? That's a little too.
Were they hot?
That's a little too down the middle, Jay.
What? It's two chicks and sausage. What do you want me to say?
Sausage party. Why don't you say sausage party?
No, sausage party all dudes.
That's down the middle.
Isn't the sausage party all guys?
I expect more out of you, Jay. That's
no.
too down
You said there's sausages, and of course they hang out with the sausages. Of course they hang out with the sausages.
Well, they're vegetarians, and so they were yelling like.
They still love sausage, though, right?
They were like,
Tell me they love sausage.
No, vegetarian. Oh, you mean because sausage means dick? Yeah, we got it. We get it. Sausage.
No, it could be a tofu sausage.
Anyway, they were like they were like yelling at people and shit, like PETA or whatever, yelling at like eating meat is disgusting. Eating meat is disgusting. So you know what I told them?
What's that?
Eating fruits and vegetables comes from a grocer.
Well, you should have said. You should have said eating your vegetables isn't good for you all the time.
Yeah.
You should have said, if I eat too many vegetables, am I going to turn out like you?
I don't understand that. I don't understand that.
Like they're crazy, like they're these crazy sausage-loving women. You know what I'm saying?
I actually fucked that up. Like,
I know you did.
Yeah.
I was trying to intervene.
okay, I fucked it up. People who sell meat are gross. People who sell fruits and vegetables are grosser.
Yeah.
That's the joke. But I fucked it up.
It's all right. Did you see their boobs?
No, there was a lot of boobs.
Yeah,
we'll get to that. What
did you just ask them?
No, just hanging out all over the place. It was boob city. It was 100% boob
Oh,
city.
BC? Is that down past Raleigh?
I think so. Up near Zebulon.
Down near Rayford, I believe.
Yeah, somebody told me, which I didn't realize, that of all the bands that were supposed to play, some old guy that seemed a little inebriated told me that The Who was supposed to play. And I was like, The Who?
Of course. Oh, you got that whole thing going on.
He was saying The Who's going to play. No, not a Who's on first thing. He was telling me The Who's going to play. And I was like, no, I didn't hear they were going to play. He's like, yeah, but their bus broke down, so they're not going to end up playing. I was like, they're not even going to try to get here or anything? He's like, nah, man. He said, their bus won't get fueled again. Yeah!
right, that was the.
All right, stand by for an emergency apology.
Did you see any good duets like
I
Jelly
know-
Roll and Fred Durst or anything like that?
I know those were poor. The execution was even poor.
Well, if you
but
would've asked, I could have helped.
I'm off my game.
I could have
I'm
helped.
off my game, Jay. It's not a secret. I'm off my game. I'll step up and take the fuck. I'll go to the fucking firing squad for it. I was off my game.
Yeah.
It's okay. What happened? A week off? You ever play baseball or something? You take a week off, you come back, you try to throw a fucking strike. It's not happening.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Man, did I tell you my right side went numb today when I was walking?
Your entire right side?
Yeah, and so it didn't work, and I started walking in circles, and somebody come and got me. I couldn't stop myself, man. It was weird.
What's your blood pressure run normal?
No, I did actually have a sharp pain in my upper glute on my one side today. It literally
Sciatic nerve.
no, it was like a cramp, my butt cramped up or something kind of thing. And man, somebody saw me and it was embarrassing. Actually, they well, and there was kids around too. And that was the other embarrassing
there was.
thing.
Let's do a shot. I want to do a shot.
That really did happen.
That's good for you, Jay.
Curb scoliosis is my diagnosis.
That's good. That's good work out of you.
Yeah.
Good work out of you. Yeah, again, welcome to Grown Man Record Night. Saw we were gone last week, but again, I was down at the Welcome to Rockville Festival. Several bazillion bands over 4 days. Went down there with a kid. It was a big fucking time. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. I'm not that guy for multiple reasons. I don't leave my house. I don't do things. I do this. What we're doing right now, this is what I do.
Yeah.
This is what I've committed my life to is this. Yeah, you're welcome. But so yeah, going down and doing all this was a lot, and checked a considerable amount of bands off the list from stuff that I should have goddamn good well and seen already.
Well,
and saw some bands that I'm currently into and currently collecting for in my record collection, and that I listen to on the daily. Got to check some of those bands off the list as well.
I was gonna say you did a lot in 4 days.
It was crazy.
Into that. So
a lot of walking.
Maybe that just makes up for what you haven't done in the last 20 years.
Fair. But
or what you would do in the next, 'cause you saw a lot of bands you wanted to see. I mean, I would have loved to have seen all those bands.
yeah, first day, I'll just kind of give you the rundown of what I can remember, because people want. I'm not going to dwell on it or whatever. And I took some pictures, and I debated about showing some of them, whatever. But there's also a big part of me, and it was like a conscious decision along the way, especially since I was with the kid. It was it's like we've never really spent that much time together, at one time. And I was like, you know what? One thing I know, and you guys that know the show know, that the memories you have that you don't have physical recollection of in terms of pictures and video, the stories over the years get even better. Because they become kind of an organism of their own, you know what I mean? And so I kind of wanted to be true to school and keep it like that. And I wanted to make it more about the experience and remembering the experience rather than documenting the experience, which I did do 100%. I've got pictures of all the big bands I did, but I wanted to remember it like you remember going to the beach with your parents when you were a kid. Now, if you think about it now, it's probably not exactly how it actually happened, but it's an amalgamated version in your brain that's probably even better than the way that actually happened. So I want to keep it like that. That's just me. That's me being a weirdo. But I did take pictures because fuck, it was great. But saw lots of bands, like I said, that would. So the first band we saw was a band called Dirty Honey, which I remember talking about on the show before. They were kind of a throwback, like a throwback 80s rock and roll band that The singer reminded me a lot of Dom and Dave.
Are they kind of like the Darkness? Kind of like something like that?
I mean, not. I think the Darkness was better. But these guys had riffs. There was some definite riffage going
Was
on.
it bluesy rock, like rock and roll blues?
Yeah, but they had riffs at times where you're like, oh, this kind of tickles the.
I mean,
This kind of
that's
tickles the
Darkness.
tip of like some like kind of stoner riffs. You know what I mean?
You like the Darkness?
At times. Am I talking about this band, or are we talking about the fucking Darkness?
Dirty Honey.
I don't know. I mean,
But-
what are we on time constraints?
So it was kind. It had a little bit of the Dom and Dave in it. It had a lot of like Motley Crue in it. But here's one thing that turns me off of bands. They like dress the part. Don't get me started on Greta Van Fleet because they were there as well. I've never seen them live. I've never been like against them necessarily. The whole thing about them, they sound just like Led Zeppelin, or they sound like the latest shit sounds like Rush. But it's like whatever. When I saw that singer on the stage, I wanted to choke slam
Did
him.
he come out in a kimono?
I wanted to fucking hit him. He's one of those guys I looked at and I wanted to hit him.
Yeah.
Right, wrong, I'm not here to defend myself. He's not I can't look at him. I want to hurt him.
Is he the brother or the? Is
I
he
have no
not
idea.
Is he not the brother?
No fucking
Three of them are
clue.
brothers,
I
right?
have no fucking clue.
When I'm is it?
What's up, MT? What's up, Thump Finger? The Wiz is in the house.
Nobody doesn't like the Wiz.
They remind me of the Black Crows. Are you talking about Dirty Honey? Yeah, I could see that.
Oh, okay.
I could see that, which I'm not a Black Crows
That's
fan.
southern.
Actually, I
That's
fucking
kind
hate
of
the Black
southern
Crows.
blues rock.
But my beef with it was they dressed the part. They dressed like Sunset Strip rockers. I don't like the dressing up for the part shit. That bothers me. But it was a good kind of entry point for the festival. We went in, it was like hot as shit, like 97 degrees.
Well, they must be doing something okay if they played that festival. I mean, you know.
Well, no. I mean,
Because they're probably on the road opening for somebody.
not by
right
my
now.
standards. I mean,
Yeah, man.
just because you're there doesn't mean Disturbed was there. I fucking hate Disturbed.
They made
so-
a shit ton of money though, and sold a lot of records. I mean,
But you're not going to convince me to like Disturbed because they're there.
no, I meant they've probably done something in. They're
Yeah.
probably doing something
They're-
in the industry right now.
they're maybe
If
just-
they're there.
It was early in the day or whatever. So, but they're just
Still,
not for
probably-
me.
still
They're just not for
probably a
me.
name.
Yeah,
I bet they're national recording artists.
they're national recording artists, sure. With
Or are they Nashville recording?
with California admission.
What?
But so they were okay. I'm trying to think who else we saw that first day. I'll skip to kind of the end of that first night. Saw Anthrax. Anthrax was somebody I'd never seen before. That was really cool. Pretty good set. Didn't blow me away necessarily, but I still really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But that was followed by Judas Priest on that stage. They did blow me away.
It's a pretty good.
Judas Priest was fucking phenomenal.
It's a pretty good back-to-back.
I mean,
lineup.
there was bands in between, but on that stage, it was Priest. And then that same night, this is like the headlining stage, and the headliner was Motley Crue, and we stayed for a few songs, and it was like, all right. The kid actually asked me. She was like, "Does Vince Neil really talk like that all the time?"
I'm not sure if they should even do the headlining.
Fuck no, they shouldn't.
Like
I mean,
would
in
put-
1984, they should
it would
be.
keep more people around, but Judas Priest should have probably headlined it.
Yeah. I mean, performance-wise, yeah. Judas Priest was a top, like, probably 4
Yeah.
band I saw there. I'll skip to the second day. I mean, every day I was so fucking wore out, dude. Just so much walking and stomping around. And second day, that was really the big thing was I got to see Mr. Bungle on the second day. And I've been wanting to see Mr. Bungle for a very, very long time. We were probably 3 rows back from Mr. Bungle, 3 or 4 rows back, like Mike Patton right there. And they ripped it. I mean, it was phenomenal. They ripped it, and that almost too much ripped it because
They must put a hole in it.
well, because it was pretty much a thrash show, and as much as I love that shit that Bungle does like that, I also really love the lower key, like weirder stuff that Bungle does. And they did like a medley of like their first album on there, but it was mostly more of the newer stuff where it was much thrashier, which was it was super tight. Scott Ian playing with David
Play
Barker and
Epic.
stuff. But it was
Who's in that?
definitely
Remind me
good.
who's in Mr. Bungle.
There's Mike Patton, there's Trace Bruance, there's Trevor Dunn, who's doing stuff with the Melvins right now. I think Dave Lombardo plays now, and Dave Lombardo and Scott Ian.
Because Dave Lombardo doesn't play with Slayer. Well, Slayer. Oh no, Slayer's retired.
Kerry King was there, which I missed.
With who?
His new solo project.
The Kerry King experience.
Yeah, have you not seen that?
No, thank God.
You're looking like a schmuck now, Joe. That's really what it is.
No, I would probably not see it if somebody tried to show
I
me.
bet everybody says it sounds like Slayer.
Yeah, I don't like Kerry King. I'll be honest.
No, he's a douchebag, but but yeah. Yeah, they just mainly did thrash stuff when I saw him. Yeah, I mean, and look, dude, that's fucking incredible stuff. But I would have liked to hear some stuff off of California too, and like some of the weirder stuff. But still, it's fucking Patton. He did in the middle of the set. He went into the song "Upset Stomach Diarrhea." He did that for a few bars.
Did
It was fun.
So was this kind of a one-off thing for them, or they touring, or what are they doing?
No, they're touring. They were in Raleigh Sunday night.
Oh, did Cameraman go see that?
Yeah. So did James.
Okay. Slayer would eat Jay alive. I love Slayer. They've never hurt me. Not yet.
The third day, it's like the second day. That's also when Jelly Roll. Sorry, Jelly. That's when Jelly Roll and Limp Bizkit played, and apparently they did a song together. We didn't see either of those. Actually, Limp Bizkit was the headliner, and the kid goes, "You want to just go?" And I was like, "Yeah, let's just go." So we skipped that and just went on home.
Thank God.
The third day was the day we had the most amount of shit to check out, and so the third day we saw a lot more stuff that's like in my wheelhouse, like currently. So All Them Witches, Red Fang.
Oh, Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday was
That's the big day. Yeah.
Saturday was the big day.
Nothing at your pen. No?
Sure. Red Fang didn't blow me away. They were really good. All Them Witches did. I think All Them Witches were they were a top 3 band I saw there probably. They were really fucking good. They were really good. I was earnestly impressed.
Steve went and saw him.
Yeah. A lot of these guys have seen all these bands before, but
What about Jelly Roll though?
I ended up I had to miss Clutch. I didn't have to miss Clutch, but I chose to miss Clutch because it was overlapping with Queens of the Stone Age, who I'd never seen, and I really wanted to see Queens. And so
You play with Clutch, so no big deal. I mean,
that's what I said. I was like, I've actually played with Clutch, and so I've never even seen Queens, and I've played with Clutch. I'm going to go check out
are
Queens.
they touring?
Yeah, they got a new record. So yeah, Queens
Where have I
was
been?
very good. Not fucking paying attention.
Well, I miss a couple weeks here and there,
Yeah.
during the hockey season.
You got every Leon Redbone album? Streaks on the China, whenever might it be
you sing that?
fall. Who cares? When you drop kick your
I thought
jacket.
that was Mark
As
Russell.
you came through the door, no one went.
I saw that was Mark Russell.
No, it's Leon Redbone. Mr. Belvedere thing.
Was Mark Russell he was the political satirist?
Quotes that
right?
were great last time I saw. Dude, they were tight as fuck.
Was his name
Quotes
Mark
that was
Russell?
really, really fucking good. And then
Also in Great White.
we actually we kind of bailed on it a little bit early so we could go ahead over to the VIP because we had VIPs for all of this. So like the main stage VIP was pretty cushy. Fake grass, which I just wanted to hit a golf ball off of.
Oh man.
And we got kind of side stage, like really close side stage access for the main stuff. Own bathrooms, own concessions.
You got
shit
your
like
own
that.
bathroom?
Fucking A.
Did you take a dump
Had
there?
my fucking name on it. Took it up in the airport.
No, did you do it at the show though? You're there all day. I mean, like, how long were y'all there? Like a typical day?
Two or 3 o'clock in the afternoon till about 10:30. 11.
day.
11. depending on who the headliner was. For the headliner, if we weren't like over the moon about him, we generally listened to, you know, a chunk of them and then took off a little earlier to beat the traffic. Because like, that was my next point. The headliner on Saturday night was the Foo Fighters, which was my first concert ever, but I saw them in a club, so it's not going to get any better than that. But they came out, it's funny, they came out super tight. Dave Grohl being Dave Grohl. It was fucking awesome.
Pilmer's boy.
Yeah, Pilmer's friend, Josh Froese. Freeze, I'm sorry, Froese. Who played with Devo, and who else has he played with?
A
lot of big,
How do you spell
big
his last
shots.
name?
Freese, I think.
I was thinking F-R-O-E.
What's the punk band? The Vandals.
Edgar Froese?
Vandals. He's like the longtime Vandals.
Vandals, yeah.
OG Vandals drummer.
Played on a Ween record, yeah. Dude, the kid was playing some Ween when we were traveling. I was like, you fuck with Ween? She was like, yeah, do you like them? She was playing the country album, Scotty, and I was like, Scotty sent me this record.
Gosh, he's done a lot of sessions.
She said, of course you have this fucking record.
Yeah, he's done a lot of like session stuff too. Like he did like that Slash solo record that I've got.
But it was cool that I told her, I was like, yeah, that guy on the that's playing drums for Foo Fighters, like there's 1 degree of separation between me and him. And that's Pilmer. That's pretty cool to say. Mm-hmm. But Foo Fighters came out and they were like, yeah, like fucking A, Rockville, what else? Like Dave Grohl was like, we got 2 fucking hours of music for you, and everybody cheered, and I was like, no, you don't. Ain't no fucking way.
Well, that would have been the time to beat the traffic too.
Oh, we 100% beat that. I got my fill, and I was like, all right, I'm good on that. Thanks. But it was great.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, they were super tight, and they were the Foo Fighters. They were, you know, got to be the biggest rock band in the world right now. I mean, I would think, and like, you know, parents love Foo Fighters, kids love Foo Fighters,
generations for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. But your rock and roll dad doesn't like Taylor Swift.
Well,
your rock and roll dad.
You gotta have
like
a
Foo
daughter
Fighters.
that like Taylor Swift, I think.
I fuck with Taylor Swift.
But do you have daughters?
They don't like Taylor.
They don't like Taylor Swift though. Okay. So Steve's just a creep that likes Taylor Swift.
Well, I think they like Taylor Swift.
I like her medium rare, if you know what I mean, motherfucker.
I don't hate her.
Actually, I don't know what that means, so nobody read too much.
Nah, I'm just kidding. She's all right. I mean,
I respect what she's doing.
I saw her when she was up and comer.
What were you about to say? We saw her when she was little, what?
Well, up and comer.
saw-
When she was a little more
I
country.
saw her when she was a little girl.
When she was a little more country.
When Taylor Vaden's wife was her big crew.
Really?
Oh no, she was country, and
She's from that.
she opened for George Strait. And
Yeah, I saw them do an Elvis impersonation.
Yes.
You know him? Take it easy, man. I ain't gonna club you. That's from a Biscuitville commercial here back in the day. You guys know what the fuck I'm talking about. Moving on.
Biscuitville.
Did we ever do that shot?
You'll never know Biscuitville.
Did we ever do that shot?
No, we didn't. I was just thinking about that.
We got to do a shot. Somebody pour some shots.
That packs the house.
And so finally, the
Who said
last
that?
day.
Who said? Hey,
What?
put them in timeout. People
Nobody
do
likes
like Nickelback.
Anyway, final day. The big one for me on the final day, and honestly, my favorite part of the experience, like what I had the honest to goodness most fun listening to, were the chats. And from what the kid was saying, one of the only appearances the chats are making.
I got you, Jay.
Thank you.
I'll wait.
I don't know.
I'll wait.
It's like
That's
a whole.
fine.
Everybody will wait for Jay.
Wait.
It's a whole thing going on in here. Like, it's a lot going on right now.
Yep.
Like,
He was talking about the chat.
I just joined. I mean, just a lot going on. I didn't do anything different.
My favorite Atari game was called the fucking Interrupter. And I feel like I'm playing it like 24/7 over here.
Fucking interrupter.
Yeah.
I don't think they call that because that was geared toward the kids. What?
It's to the top, to the
Did it
brim.
really? Was it
Fill
really
it to the brim.
Yeah.
I'm
Was it,
playing the Interrupter and I'm
Who's
losing.
this?
was it really
So it's mine.
the fucking interrupter? Though?
Yeah. Josh Freeze grew up in Florida. His father was the Disney World band conductor.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that's crazy.
What are we doing? Writing a book over here?
That's crazy.
My uncle was the Disneyland for 1 year.
Shut the fuck up, Joey.
So that's not a big deal, man.
I got some stink finger at Disney World.
That's a fucking moron.
I heard Linda Ronstadt lost her virginity at Disney World.
Did he play with Mike Post? Boy, wouldn't that be great? Cheers, everybody. I don't even know. I don't know what we're cheersing to, but fuck it, I don't care.
Mike Post.
Mike Post, sure.
Do you have to stand in any lines as a VIP?
Because I came back with the Hill Street Blues,
You have an
Steve.
e-ticket?
Yeah, do you have to stand in any lines for anything? Like, if you got a beer, would you just walk right up and get it, pretty much?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's cool.
It was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So VIP's worth it then. Like, did you walk around enough
Even
to
in the
realize
normal,
that y'all...
even in the normal areas, there was no beer lines.
Did that also apply to parking? Or-
No.
No, okay.
$50 a day for
That's
parking.
That's what they fucking get you.
$50 a
can't
day
get
to
over
park.
50 a day?
$50 a day to park.
I can't get over that.
That's
Well,
worse than
like, it's like
New York hotel price.
it's like what are you gonna do though?
Yeah.
There were some third-party
You
lots,
gonna
like,
park or you're not
like-
gonna park?
but I was at that point. I'm like, okay, how much money do I have to throw at this to make it go away?
Yeah.
Once you get me over there,
The world fucking sucks.
But anyway.
People fucking suck.
last day, the chats were without a doubt my favorite musical experience of the festival. The vibes were immaculately high, the whole performance. And there was a little pit, there was a beach ball going around. It's like
Smoko in the air.
there was smoko in the air, and we were surrounded by, not surrounded, but like 3 or 4 Australians right behind us.
Nice.
And they were like, it was a married couple.
And Kiwis?
No, there were a married couple that were like, we're so happy that like people here really like the chats, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And me and this other dude, he was like, "Oh fuck yeah, that's why I'm here, motherfucker!" Like, and then I was like, "Yeah, it's like top 2 for me. Why I have this ticket?" And they were like, "Really? Like that's so cool." And I told Abigail, I was like, I'm about this close to seeing if this guy will help me get some 7 inches like shit back from Australia. Like, hey man, can we exchange information?
So what's the deal with this band? Like,
You can get it to Iceland. Iceland can get it here.
are they touring? They coming to do the show? What's the deal with these?
I don't know. I don't think they're.
Chats?
From what I understand, I don't think they're doing very many U.S. dates at all. It was.
That's why they were there to see him.
They didn't have
probably.
papers.
Yeah. Yeah, probably so. I don't know. But it was phenomenal though. Their show, and nobody ever played except for like Foo Fighters saying like, "Oh, we're going to play for 2 fucking hours." Most of the bands it was like 35, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
It was like, "All right, that's our time. We got to roll." Even like bigger bands, but if they're not
Well, yeah, I mean,
headlining.
who plays a 2-hour set in a festival like
Well,
that?
when they're, you know,
They're the headliner.
and then we saw them. I was trying to think who else we saw that last day. Oh, we did. Mudvayne was there. I turned the kid into a Mudvayne fan, which I'm not a big Mudvayne guy, but
the straight edge band.
no. But the bass player.
Josta, what is it?
No, that's Hatebreed.
I hate breeds.
Mudvayne's the bass player, Ron Martini, who lives here and played with James.
Yeah.
Some people that I played with and the band. He came and jammed with our people, and he was even James, who's been on the show before. You guys know James. James is a phenomenal guitar player, but James was like, this guy's like, he's like leaps and bounds above us. He was like, it was so intimidating and weird because he was so fucking good. He plays in a band here locally called Soften the Glare, which are
got a new
phenomenal.
album coming out.
Yep, they're recording with Jamie King, our
I was
producer.
talking with Mitch recently about drums he laid down.
It's Mitchell.
But anyway, when we went to go see them, she was like, she had listened to pretty much all the bands. She had kind of like checked out on Spotify. And so some of them she was like, yeah, that seems cool. Or like some of them she was like, yeah, I don't know. And so she was like, she wasn't really blown away by Mudvayne like what she heard. And I was like, yeah, it was a time where there wasn't anybody really playing. And I'm not a big fan. But it was like, yeah, we'll go check out Mudvayne. And I was like, I'll tell you this, like probably, aside from Les Claypool, I was like, that's probably the best bass player at this entire festival. And she was like, really? And I was like, yeah. And so get into like one of the songs, and they're doing their crazy stuff. I don't like the singer at all.
So Mitch from Soften the Glare, he's playing drums with Vagabond Saints in the summer show that I'm doing.
Come on.
No, I'm good.
But anyway, one of the okay, watch that down there. That's not a safe space.
Not a safe.
No, don't move stuff around.
Okay.
That power strip is the camera will go off.
Oh,
Guaranteed.
Okay. That power strip.
Yeah.
I was looking at that one. There's nothing plugged into it.
Anyway, like the middle of the set, like they go to some section.
With an X.
They go to some section and Martini starts doing his fucking shit, and the kid looks at me like, she starts giggling, and she was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "I told you." And then he starts doing some fucking crazy shit, and she was like, "Oh," so I totally turned her into a Mudvayne fan.
It was funny.
No, because
You said she laughed.
Yeah, because of how I said she giggled.
Like it was funny.
No, like it was like, holy shit, this dude's fucking
Like,
amazing.
hey, I just shit my pants.
I'm gonna
and I
knock
giggled.
the fucking dog shit out of you, Jay.
Don't you giggle when you shit your pants sometimes?
It's been known to happen from time to time.
Oh, God.
We lost 10 viewers in the last 4 seconds.
Good. I'm not for everybody.
Sometimes a giggle will make women pee.
Yeah, that too.
But yeah, it was, man, then we went to, just like briefly the next day, we went to, I can't remember the name of the place, but it's like this natural spring place in Sanford, around Sanford, Florida. These big fucking crystal blue natural springs. We saw 2 snakes, we saw two alligators, hiked around for a while, then got on a fucking airplane.
Like a glass bottom boat kind of thing?
No, just hiked, just walked around. And they were like, be careful, there's snakes and alligators everywhere.
That'll take you around like that. Get the name.
And sure
What kind of
enough,
snakes were they?
I keep trying to figure out what it is, because it looked like a black snake, but the head looked different.
Mamba.
A paradigm.
But they were definitely snaking. She saw him. She's like, "Look, there's a snake right there, just right off the trail." And I'm like, "God damn, dude." Mudvayne's lead singer looks like a stuck pig. He does. What's up, Zorlock? Yeah, I don't. Chad's voice is not what it used to be at all. Yeah, I found him to be a little off-putting for me, personally. But anything Ron Martini's playing bass on, especially live, I'm on board with 100%. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. Then we went and we had some good food, like some local spots. Went to a place called Knuckle Sandwiches. Had my first Jersey pork roll, or as some of the cats call it, a Taylor ham. I had that, and then the very last day on the way to the airport, we stopped at a Mexican bakery, and I got this sandwich I can't pronounce. It had a bunch of meat and cheese and shit in it, but the buns were actually not buns; they were fried plantains, which caused me to like have gastrointestinal issues, which caused me to shit in the Orlando International Airport confidently.
Oh, y'all didn't fly to Sanford?
And it's still there because it wasn't in the bathroom.
I went in there and asserted my dominance inside that restroom. It looked like a tribal ritual going on. I made a point about it.
Were you like, what? Right?
Wizard says he holds snakes while he speaks in tongues.
I just yelled, "Everybody get out!" I'm like, what? Get out! Now! And you just heard
Really funny if you had to go on the plane.
You ever had one of those shits where you're straining so hard it makes you like question your life choices? Where you're like halfway through and you go, "God damn it, I should have went to graduate school."
There are times where I think about Elvis.
Which record?
I'm like, oh God, this is how he died.
Which song?
What song?
Blue Hawaii or Blue Christmas?
You said you think about what era Elvis do you think about?
Just dying on the fucking toilet. Man.
Oh, I thought you meant
Pushing one out. Pushing one out.
Well, I thought it's kind of like you thought about baseball to help you pee better or something. You know?
He was so backed up on Oxycontins that he couldn't fucking shit.
That just led me to dreams of racquetball in my head.
Yeah.
We should get into it. Let's get into racquetball. What color jerseys you want? We get some snapbacks made.
Remind me to tell you about the place that used to be in Jamestown.
You're a big snapback guy, Jay. What color should our racquetball team be?
Red and white.
Red?
No, I like a deeper red, almost like the old Washington Redskins.
Deeper shade of soul.
Burgundy.
Maroon.
Burgundy. Yeah, but anyway, that was the fucking festival. Anyway.
I used to play on a soccer team called the Vipers.
I'm sure you did.
We used to go like this.
We not only lost. All right, we're moving on. Moving on.
That's as gay as NC State.
We lost Dennis Machine Gun Thompson, the final member of the MC5. While I was gone, we lost. It's funny, they get inducted to the Hall of Fame. We lose like both the last cats left of the fucking band.
It's not fun.
He was wearing gloves in that video. That
Sure
photo,
was.
too. Like
Couldn't find my cursor. That sucked, but whatever. And we get to some of this on what we played, but we also lost Steve Albini. I saw this like when we were in our little hiatus. That's fucking tragic as shit. Like just a heart attack, boom, dead, done. I don't know how old he was.
57?
50. Yeah, I was gonna say 56.
57.
No way.
No, yeah, he's 56, 57.
Really?
Yep.
But legendarily of Big Black and Shellac recorded in utero and some Pixie shit and tons of stuff, and become even more of a like. I've always been a fan, especially of his producing, because I learned early on that especially from the first time that I recorded, or we recorded, first time we did it with a 4-track, and you would come in and you're playing by yourself and you put on headphones and you're playing along with stuff, and I immediately was like, I don't like this. And then I did that in like big studios and stuff when we recorded stuff, and it was just like, okay, come in and do your thing, and everybody's like watching, and you're sitting there in a room with headphones on playing your shit, and I was like, oh, I don't like this at all. This sucks.
But you nailed it.
Yeah, because I was terrified. I hated it.
I'd like it with just the producer.
But then the guy say, oh, you didn't have to do a double take.
Well, that was a different session, but because of that, when I heard that Albini was all about like getting that live band sound and having everybody play together and like capturing that vibe, even if you do it multiple times and have to record it different ways, but like capturing that live sound, and I was like, oh, that's for me. And when we recorded our stuff, Thomas Johnson, who did a lot of our stuff.
Well, Tom Johnson.
See, we recorded with Jamie King. It was a solo thing where we would come back and put on headphones, and I didn't like that.
From the beginning?
No, we would do a scratch track.
You do it together.
We do it all together with record drums.
Yeah.
And then with like a scratch guitar track.
Yeah.
And then everybody came back
and play it
individually.
again. Yeah.
But they were always like, the rest of the band was always there like hanging out.
Yep.
And like, some people would like be watching what you're doing, and you could be an asshole and be like, everybody get out. But I remember it was just weird. That was just it's totally different than getting together and jamming and fucking showing your ass. But anyway, and when we recorded with Thomas Johnson, he was much more of a like, no man, everybody plays together. And he had it like everything isolated off, and it was like a live show. And that's when I one-tagged everything. Because it was like a fucking show. And I don't fuck up at fucking shows.
Except this one.
That's what tonight. Except this one. But anyway, Ripperoonie to Albini. What am I missing here? We lost Randy's cat. Is Randy's cat died? No way,
oh
dude.
My goodness.
Really?
Terrible.
Steve Albini didn't like the Pixies music, really?
The worst thing I've heard tonight.
I didn't know that.
Of the cats. Or the cat.
I got this listed down. I was going to play some tonight, actually, but Off have announced a few farewell shows in New York, Los Angeles, and Chicago this July.
Mobility?
I don't know.
And there's going to be a new feature film called Free LSD that's going to be coming out as well about Off. And it's funny, like Shellac. Speaking of Albini, Shellac had been slated to support Off at the Chicago show. But I guess they're still gonna do it and get somebody to fill in or something. So,
Well, that guy in the middle doesn't look right.
wait, is that right? You sure?
Jerry Seinfeld looks confused.
I think that's Carrot Top.
Axl Rose on the right.
Look, it's Carrot Top,
Jerry Seinfeld.
Axl Rose.
Axl Rose,
Axl Rose,
and then Tom Morello all the way to the left. Balls on parade! Bow wow, bicka, bow wow, bicka, buckle, bicka. Go in it now!
I'd like Tom Morello a lot more if he would start going by.
You ever listen to a show with him and his mom?
Yeah. Well, no.
And God, it sounds like she's like 200 years old.
And
She is.
I don't have a graphic. Did you hear about this, Steve?
She's turned on.
Is she on?
Yeah.
Have you heard about the Becoming Led Zeppelin documentary?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
It's been in production for a long time.
Yeah, in fact, they showed it at Cannes or somewhere.
Yeah, it's been at a festival, but it's going to be getting
Jimmy was there.
It's going to be getting a full blown like theatrical release
right.
coming out this year, I guess.
Yep.
But it's got a bunch of if you don't know about it, it's got a bunch of like unseen footage and stuff, a bunch of interviews that have never been seen otherwise. There was a quote from Paige in here. Oh yeah, Paige said in the press release, when I saw the early cut of the film premiered at the Venice Film Festival, it was amazing. The energy, the story, the power of the music is phenomenal. And the director said,
blowing his own horn there.
That's a little blowing horn. That's a little horn blowy.
I wonder what music they have.
The director said, we've spent years designing this film to be experienced on the big screen with the best possible sound.
Of course.
That sounds like a fucking Tom. But how do you like, what? I don't know. Never mind.
Never mind.
So that's going to be coming around. So that's going to be exciting.
Man, that'd be cool.
Yeah, digital
You could
stereo.
hologram those guys, man.
Hologram. Yeah, what's cool is that there's a bunch of like a bunch of Bonzo shit that people have never seen in that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Which is going to be really cool. Yeah. I think that's
Is that what we played?
no.
That's the end of what we played, right?
No, we're getting into. Oh, wait a minute! I got a graphic for it. That's in the news. God damn it! This fucking thing.
Okay. In the news.
This fucking.
Where are you
thing.
going with this?
I don't know why that's. Anyway. We talked about when the first single came out. Beth Gibbons, who's best known for being in the band Portishead, I'm a big fan of.
Yep.
And she released a new video for a solo project she'd been working on, and watch it. It was fucking trippy as
really weird.
fuck. Really weird stuff. But still, it's got that. She has one of the sexiest female voices that's not like. It's got that, like, you know how like a female jazz singer can kind of have that sexy voice thing. It captures that. No, not that. While being like super weird and avant-garde at the same time. Anyway, her full ass album came out today, and apparently she's been working on this record for like 10 years,
William Eyelash.
Didn't they do,
which is pretty crazy.
didn't Portishead do Angry Johnny or something?
No, that's Poe.
We had this discussion before. I think we have.
I fucking hope not. If I did, I've blocked it out like sexual abuse when I was 4 years old at Boy Scout camp. And my parents left me there for a week and didn't answer my calls when I tried to. What
songs did Portishead do that's noteworthy?
What was the name of that song?
See, you don't even know.
I don't remember the name of it. I don't want to sing it.
Sing it. Sing a bar.
They had some turntables in there.
What are they known for?
Portishead.
It's
The
like-
album's Dummy. I don't know.
The
the
album's Dummy.
Okay, I remember that. Okay, I remember it
It's,
now.
I call it Spy Rock.
Spy Rock.
Yeah, I can see
Russian?
They did a great set on Saturday Night Live back in the day. Like when Portishead did a great set on Saturday Night
Okay,
Live. do remember
I
that.
must have missed the Portishead thing.
I was not familiar with these guys.
wonder
This was
that.
my favorite thing that I checked out that came out this week. So we're into stuff that came out this week, if you didn't realize that. Beth Gibbons shit. This right here, the cover kind of drew me in, and I gave it a little. Plus, it's called Christ on a Crutch, which I used to say all the fucking time. And when I looked this up,
Is that Jerry Reed?
kind of looks like him.
That's
a
off the truck.
It's a late 80s, early 90s hardcore punk band that's got Nate Mendel from the Foo Fighters and Sunny Day Real Estate in this thing. And I've never heard this before. And a lot of people say it's like a classic hardcore record from that era that excited for like a new batch of fans to discover, which is true. Like we were talking about before, if you're a big fan of what the fuck?
I'm just.
No, you no clip. No clip. But no, I jammed a lot of this today. Wow. I really, really, really like this record a lot. And I always liked,
It's a little insulting to policemen, though, don't you think?
well, don't ask Scotty Scheffler.
I heard he shot a really good game today.
He
did.
abuses the cops like crazy.
I heard he shot a cop. Didn't he shoot a cop?
He shot a cop up.
That's
and
what
he
I
had a
heard.
lot of drugs on him, too.
Yeah, that's what I hear. It's tough for somebody.
Steve's leaving. Bye, Steve.
I'm in the shop.
How
Steve.
the mighty have fallen.
Bye, Steve. Where'd you go, Steve? When'd you leave?
What?
When'd you leave? Oh. Steve's a loose soul, bro.
A loose soul? I don't think I've ever heard anybody call somebody a loose soul.
He just does what he wants to do.
I've heard of a loose stool, but never a loose soul.
Loose stool. I think Steve might have left a loose stool.
This was a fucking happy surprise I discovered today.
Yeah.
Is popping through like some social media because I was largely just complete. Anybody that messaged me or anything while I was on this trip, I did not. I was completely unplugged from shit like that for the most part. But came back and saw this today. As of today, Ipecac is reissuing 3 fucking Phantomos records, which I've been waiting for fucking ever.
Crazy, man.
So the first self-titled, director's cut, and suspended animation are all got released today. I wish you could do like a little package deal.
Yeah.
But I didn't see that on the site. But I would be interested in picking up all of these, honestly. Big Phantomos guy. Speaking of Mike Patton and seeing Bungle and shit like that. But
What's something like this run? You looked?
Yeah.
$100?
No, it's just their individual records. That's what I just said.
Oh.
They're not doing a package deal.
Oh.
Right.
It was like, I mean, just normal price, $25, $28, something like that per record kind of thing. But definitely interested in picking that up.
Interesting.
I'll have to fucking figure it out. Like more on that fucking tip of
Steve's eating them.
of the bungle shit, or just Mike Patton in general. John Zorn. I'm a huge John Zorn fan. Who, if you know, on the first Mr. Bungle record, he not only produces it, but he plays saxophone on that shit. But he's the Masada Quartet Benefit LP. Now this is a cool fucking thing. Listen to this now. A special vinyl release for Zadig Records. All funds from the sales of this LP will go to Benefit Zadig Label. The online distributor for our direct-to-consumer mail-order project has shut down shit because I guess Zadig owes them $70,000. But to help rebalance this, they're giving all the profits from this record, Zorn is, to get this fucking label out of trouble.
God bless him.
God bless him. That's really fucking cool. And Zorn is, I mean, the Masada stuff. It's like almost, it's like avant-garde jazz, but like got some surf rocks, got some Middle Eastern vibes. There's times where it will remind you of like Secret Chiefs if you like stuff like that. It's got that kind of shit going on there. Jammed a live version of this today. Wow, holy shit,
Crazy, man.
I fucking love John Zorn, and he's known for doing like he's in the middle like doing his horn, but he's also like part-time also conducts like what's going on. And he's known for doing this game called Cobra, where you get a bunch of musicians on the stage and he holds up these signs. This is not what he does here, but like holds up signs that means like he'll point, like bass player does the 3/5 and the 6/2 and the 8 and the, and he points to this guy, and he's conducting and creating improv music like live by like these flashcards. It's really cool. If you never checked out like John Zorn and what he does with Cobra, check that out. And just John Zorn in general, fucking worth your time.
I
If you're a
played
weirdo,
for a soccer team called the Vipers.
if you're a weirdo,
We went like
Viper,
Viper get you, Steve. Watch out.
it'll get you.
Every time.
It'll get you. This one's actually kind of for the Zonk man. Although I'd be interested in hearing this too. I've never heard anything from Ministry from like back in the day.
Pretty sure Zone Man's asleep right now.
Is that right? Huh? Cleopatra released this today. It's called Ultimate Rarest Tracks 81 through 83. I thought it was 86. Anyway. Newly discovered vintage live recordings and unreleased studio tracks from synth pop turned industrial metal Ministry. Have you ever heard that early Ministry, Zonk man?
Yeah. With Sympathy?
I don't know. This is like a compilation from 81 to 83.
Yeah, it's like the goth new wave type stuff.
Yeah. I guess Cleopatra put this out, and they found a lot of stuff. It's got some raw demos. It's got their first ever live show, their very first live show. Their raw demos, alternate mixes and recordings, some of which are appearing here for the first time anywhere. That's pretty cool release if you're a big ministry guy. That's some pretty interesting stuff.
Doesn't sound like any fucking minute.
It doesn't sound like
Probably sounds like
what
an early cult.
I was gonna say like Cult or like who's the other band I'm thinking of?
It's
Cure.
not industrial at all.
Cure, New World Order, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
New Pallbearer, but we'll get to that in a little bit.
Okay.
We'll get to that in a little bit.
All right.
New Pallbearer record. I'm just teasing that a little bit.
Woohoo! You got my attention.
And then finally, we mentioned our pal Michael Pilmer earlier, and this apparently is the first vinyl release ever for this. It's Thor came out with a new record in 2017 called Beyond the Pain Barrier, and I think this is this first ever vinyl pressing of this 2017 album. 12 songs to get your blood pumping and leave your ears ringing.
Ouch. Ouch.
But that's good.
Ouch.
It's not my favorite Thor. I'll be honest. Like I listened to some of it today. I mean, it's not my favorite, but it was kind of good.
Okay. I respect it.
Yeah, with Sympathy is kind of crap. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know that shit.
All right. Well,
All right, well, let's get in a little bit of what we played here.
pretty awesome.
Telling me to come in here. Steve's not coming in here.
That's all right. Come on in.
Okay.
You got some stuff in here, and then we'll do that into roll that into Dig of the Week and share.
I'm here. Don't creak the chair.
Don't creak the chair. What's going on, Zonk, man? What you been doing?
Dude, fucking awesome, man. Glad you had a great time at the fucking festival.
Yeah, dude, made a lot of fucking memories. You know what I mean? Like it's it's definitely not my scene, and like
It was about the kid.
yeah, it was about the kid, spending some time, and yeah, it was definitely an experience, and definitely something outside of my comfort zone. That is for sure.
That's good. That's when you're living life, bro. You gotta
Yeah.
get outside that comfort zone.
100%. So it's like riding a roller coaster where you like for me, it's like I don't want to do it. Then after you did it, you're like, oh, I did it.
Yeah.
It was kind of like that.
Right
For
on.
me. But some of that's probably good for me. It probably stretches my mental health out a little bit.
Yeah.
But then it
Only if somebody didn't have to drag you kicking and screaming or nothing like that.
no. And there was, I will say like I mentioned before, the beers were like $12, and we drank quite a bit, and we may have chewed on something before we went in there, and then we some liquor drinks and some beers and whatever. So they allowed you to bring in one sealed water bottle because it was hot as fuck, and they had places where you could refill your water and shit. And so on the third and fourth day, I told the kid, I was like, let me introduce you to old school Mike. I'll show you what old school Mike does here. So I took that water bottle and I filled it up with fucking tequila, 100% to the top, and screwed the top on, and just held it by the top. I was like, they're not going to open and smell everybody's fucking shit. So I took the water, and what's funny is it was the when me and the fiance would always go on vacation, we always got this certain tequila, Espolon. It's got the sugar skulls and stuff on the cover and stuff on the label. Anyway, so we'd gotten some of that, and it was Blanco tequila, so it's clear. So I filled up a water bottle with that, and so we sipped on that for a day, which was like 3/4 of the bottle of tequila in the bottle. That's a nice little take a little edge off.
Yeah.
So anyway, Skinny Artist, what's going on? How are you? But yeah, 100%. Anyway, I forgot to mention the sneaking the liquor and things. That was good times. But there was a delicate balance because I still had to like drive back, so it's like
Right.
over
You
the
couldn't
course
get
of like
plastered.
hours and hours. Yeah.
Couldn't be plastered,
No.
Mike.
When for multiple reasons, like number one, I don't want to get a DUI and lose my job. Well, no, that's number two. Number one, I don't want to kill the kid or me. I don't want to lose my job. I don't want to get a DUI. And then like also like low key, I also don't want to be like, yeah, you can drink like some liquor, but like you got to balance it out and make sure you hadn't had too much liquor before. I didn't want to set an example of like, yeah, you don't drive drunk, but you can drive drunk if you do this, you know, like.
Right.
I made sure there was lots of time in between because, you know. Anyway, this was left on the table from a couple of nights ago where Jay came over on Wednesday while I was kind of getting my feet back up under me. And we played some records and shit here on Wednesday night and hung out. I pulled this out in a really long time. Little Emerson, Lake and Palmer. And I fucking love this shit, and I never pull this out anymore. It was a good fucking time. It was good to go back and listen to this, and I left it on the table. So it started out with this tonight. Good shit.
Oh yeah, I dig that.
Yeah, you can drive drunk if you do enough coke. Yeah, shit like that. Yes. Trust me, I'm gonna be fine. I snorted like 3/4 of an Adderall, but we're good. We're good. No problem. Yeah, none of that business. You can learn from fucking up like the rest of us. But you ain't gonna learn it from me. Pulled out a little Prince. Not pulled out Prince in a while. I got this at a Goodwill for $1 back in the day.
Damn.
Yeah, ain't that something? I got a whole bunch. The one right there at the station. The one on University.
Oh yeah, the big one.
There was like 3 or 4 Prince records in there, and they're all 99 cent. And they're all in good shape. Like, you know, that was kind of after people really started snatching vinyl from Goodwills. So it wasn't like the heyday when you were going in and finding Led Zeppelin and Beatles
Right.
for $1. It wasn't really in that day. It was after that, but just magically, boom, boom, boom. It's just, here's somebody's Prince collection right in the middle of Christmas records and gospel records. And I'm like, oh, okay, sure.
Damn.
Anyway, pulled out some fucking Dead Cross, some more Mike Patton shit, super group Mike Patton's fucking shit. Came out just a few years ago. Much more of a thrashy vibe on this, and what a fucking killer record. They got 2 records out now, I believe. And the time is
12:09. Jay has just pulled out of the parking lot.
Jay's gone?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's why he was itching for Steve to come in here. But anyway.
He's got to go home and change his tampon.
Yeah, Steve.
Hey, we got to go to the fucking. Did you get the tampons at the?
No, I didn't buy the tampon. Yeah, so at Goodwill today, I scored some 45s in a VHS tape, but there were several boxes of like open tampons in there.
I don't know what to say. I had seen them in there before.
I don't know.
Hey,
I don't know, man.
Gotta get them cheap if you gotta get them.
So this is something Zongman put this on. This was kind of a vibe changer. We wanted to do something that wasn't so heavy and shit. What can you tell us about this record here?
It's 1971. This, of course, is the RSD reissue that just happened.
So it's from this past record store day.
Yeah.
What is that? What's it say?
Pucho and his Latin Soul Brothers.
Okay.
So it's supposed to be Afro-Cuban jazz funk.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah. And there's most of these were covers. We talked about that. There's Grant Green, Kenny Burrell, John Coltrane song on here. No. It was just something.
That's really good.
Went nuts on freaking RSD stuff. Yes, that I don't know what the price is normally on that if you had like a 1971. But yeah, you want to get the reissue as far as price wise.
You said you'd seen that pop up in the VC a little bit.
Yes, the VC is showing that. And man, I forget the channel. That guy does not make videos anymore. I'm already one of those guys. I feel like I'm new. And I'm already saying, there's this guy, he used to make videos and he doesn't anymore. Like all y'all always talk about.
Yeah.
You don't know so-and-so.
Yeah. The old curmudgeons of the VC. That's us. That's us. It's like, oh yeah, I remember back in the day. And I wasn't as in tune as some of the guys, like, some of our pals, but yeah, that shit was really good.
Derek still around?
Derek?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Hello.
Good morning, Derek. Good morning, VC. The coffee cup. Oh, the camera just froze. Steve, do me a favor.
Oh, shit.
On the side of the camera.
One?
Yeah.
This side?
Yep, hold that button.
We're just doing a reset.
And now cut it back on. Same thing. Technical difficulties. Please stand by. Yeah, we're good.
Yep.
Good?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
How's the shot?
Sure.
It's professional.
Start it over? Start the show over?
Yeah, I don't think
thank
we
you.
have to do all
Oh, Jay
that.
back.
Hop.
Call Jay
You
back.
hop up here. You hop up here. Aha.
Oh, yeah. Don't hold your breath on that one.
Oh, look at this.
Jay coming back.
Jay, we're doing this. We're going to start the show over.
Yeah.
And we will go with your new joke.
No, we won't. No, we won't. You'll do another shot? Charlie says he'll do another shot. I'll do another shot, Charlie.
I put it back in the freezer.
All right, we'll cook along here.
Okay.
Mr. Nebulous Prowler, the one and only, the nifty gifter, the homie. Cash in some banana bucks, which you can do on Twitch. Just by watching the channel, you earn banana bucks just by hanging out with us. And then you can cash those in to choose the next LP that we play. And he did so and wanted to hear side one of Mob Rules because it was 14 years ago, yesterday, I believe, when we lost Ronnie James Dio. And so something fucking classic. I never go wrong with side one of Mob Rules.
Brother Night!
That's fucking, that's
Brother Night!
that's about as good as it gets right there. I mean, I love my Ozzy Sabbath, but that's as good. That's as good as any
Oh,
Ozzy
yeah.
Sabbath. It is,
It's the side
in my opinion. In my opinion.
there isn't light with
Digital Kachonga. No, there you go. Yeah, we need old King Kachonga in here.
Get in my shot line.
Oh, I didn't really. Yeah.
Mr.
Sorry.
Shane Rocky cashed in some banana bucks as well to follow that with one of my favorite punk records of all time. Jerry's Kids, Is This My World? Wanted to play side A of this, and man, it's been a little bit since we played this. I think this is a little bit of a gray market reissue of this, but I never get sick of this record, man. I can listen to this shit over and over and over again.
Jerry's Kids on Tang.
The Tang. Were you a big Tang guy when you were a kid?
I was.
No.
Me
was.
too. Yeah.
OJ.
who wanted to
Fuck
do a
that
shot?
shit, man.
Charlie.
It's just like drinking dirty fucking water.
Cheers, Charlie.
Cheers, Charlie.
I love that.
Everybody
That's what
me-
the astronauts
That's what the
drank, man.
astronauts drink.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
Did you ever get that astronaut ice cream? It was like freeze dried. That's more of
That's
a
where Dippin' Dots got their start.
more of space shuttle days.
Yeah. No, I wasn't a space shuttle.
From the fucking aliens, man.
I had Major Matt Mason, little figurine, and yeah, Moonwalker.
All that technology came from the alien
I
spaceships,
remember watching the
man.
moon land. Fucking
Really? You all messed up?
it was in
69, man.
69. They brought the TVs into the
Yeah, man.
classroom.
Wow.
It was. They did that in the basement in Hollywood, man.
They had TVs then?
I don't know if they were color though.
Vertical hold just flopping the whole time. You know.
We're not supposed to like leave Mother Gaia, man. It's just not in the cards for this go around. You know what I'm saying?
Don't tell Matt Damon that.
All you motherfuckers that want to go to Mars, man, you'll burn up like that fucking Schwarzenegger movie.
I love
Running Man.
Yeah. No, you're talking about
What the fuck? I don't even remember.
they go to Mars. Yeah.
Total Recall?
Total Recall, that's right.
I love Philip K. Dick. He's my favorite scientist.
Okay,
so,
full disclosure.
Sorry.
Cameraman, who you guys know, he's quite the artist. And when we were kids, that movie came out, we were like 8th grade, I think. He was constantly drawing just funny shit. So he did his own like alternate cover of that movie, but he titled it Total Retard. It just drew this. Anyway, yeah. So anytime I see that movie, all I think is Total Retard.
That's pretty good there.
I've still got it somewhere. It was on a piece of notebook.
Cameraman's drawing?
Yeah.
Holy fucking shitballs, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I save all kinds of stuff.
Right on.
Charlie says, Evan Williams and a backwoods cigar. I'm a cheap drunk. Hell yeah, I love some Evan now. You got the green bottle of Evan? Of course, up in Canada, I don't know, may have a different color.
That's some E-dub.
It's probably pink up there in Canada.
He's got some E-dub.
E-dub. Quado level thinking. That's what it is. Oh wait, we'll get to that.
That was the next one
yeah,
we
yeah,
played. Well, you did your teaser, man.
I did a teaser earlier because it was brand new today. It came out. Did you pre-order this or did you pick it up today? This is really a dig of the week thing.
I did pre-order from Underdog, and I may or may not have. I got it today.
Nice.
Did you see
The new Paul Bear record.
Live from the internet? You have it already.
Yes. Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
it
for
there.
$20.
Dude, I saw all them witches there when that dude brought the collection in, but yeah.
So the new Paul Bear record came out today. I'm actually a couple records behind on Paul Bear now. I only have one on vinyl, but
That's the one I need. Heartless? No.
Heart.
Oh. Oh, so you don't have.
Something of Sorrow.
Oh, yeah.
The
that's
red
the
one.
first.
That's the first one. Burdens of Sorrow.
That's a good one. Man.
Yeah. And I've just kind of slept on a couple of the other ones that came out, and then this. What's your initial thoughts on this?
It was a lot more mellow when we started it.
Horns.
And
Yeah,
horns.
we got to tell that little story. Yeah.
It was funny because I told this story, and it's always this there's a little bit of trepidation every time you like when one of your favorite bands releases a new album, and you're like, okay, I've loved you guys for years. You're gonna come out with a new record. Is it gonna be like the other records, or are you gonna go out somewhere in left field trying to do some other new thing, and it's gonna be weird and too different to where I don't like it, or are you gonna go into some territory where like, oh, that's cool. The prime example was like Elder. Like when Elder started out, Mastodon's another great example. Mastodon and Elder, kind of the same path. When they first started out, in sort of different genres, they were very straightforward, metal, heavy. Like for Elder, it was much more stoner down the middle, had much more of a Caius kind of vibe, just down the middle.
Best example.
Ham-fisted.
The best example is Neil Young. Neil Young hopes you don't like something new.
Right. But like those guys, like with Mastodon and Elder, when they started out, they were so down the middle, and then every record they've evolved and gotten more psychedelic or more progressive. They've introduced a different instrumentation, and for those two bands, in my opinion, they've gotten better over the years. Now, a lot of people with Mastodon, they love those first records much more, that are like just straight up metal records, and I love those records, but my favorite Mastodon is like Crack the Sky Forward, where we're talking that they get much more like Once More Around the Sun, like that's my favorite stuff, where they've evolved as a band and brought more of that into that. And it's funny because like I said, you never know what you're going to get when you get a new record. And we were joking. You said, I said that statement, then you said, yeah, like introducing horns into stuff.
Right.
We put this record on, lo and fucking behold, at the end of this fucking pallbearer record, there's fucking horns in a song.
Right.
But it worked. It worked. It was, I mean, it started out, whatever side that was, it started out really slow and really mellow. And so people were like, but then there comes the fucking heaviness, the thickness, the slow, doomy stuff that you know
dirgy.
that you love from pallbearer. And eventually it got there. But I have to say, initially I was like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
But definitely came around, and 100% still a pallbearer fan.
Yes, speaking of that, gonna see pallbearer and resin with AG in, I think it's Durham at the Fruit or something. Have you heard of that venue?
Wow.
It's probably something they got
That'll be
sold
good.
and renamed as far as the venue.
Is it a small club?
Yeah, I believe so.
I wonder if that'll sell out.
There's a jazz.
Don't
club
say
in
that
Durham
because I got to
really
get
want-
on it.
There's a
I still got to
jazz
get my
club in
ticket.
Durham I really want to go.
Jazz club?
Yeah.
Huh. I'm trying to think if I've ever seen a show in Durham. I think I have.
In the Deep Pack.
What about the Cat's Cradle? Where's that at?
Carborough. Yeah.
Carborough.
Yeah,
Okay.
which is right. I might as well say Chapel Hill.
Chapel Hill. Okay.
Pretty much Chapel Hill. But
Yeah.
Considered
in the north.
All that
considered
shit's the same to me.
Carborough. Yeah. But yeah, that was cool. I was glad to hear that. And a couple more records we busted out. In honor of Albini, Crokin had to play some Big Black songs about fucking. Wish I'd have been here to play this last week, like right when he died, but fucking A. Made up for it this week. I was talking about this earlier. It took me a while to come around. As much as I loved Albini as a producer for years and years and years, his own music, I was a little slow to come around to, and for the simple reason that I am so adverse to treble. I can't. The amount of times in my own guitar rig where sound men or other people I'm playing with is like, dude, you got to put some fucking treble in the mix, and I'm like, I can't. My ears don't like treble. But in the last even 10 years, I've gotten way better about being less triggered by significant treble. And
Star Trek episode.
finally,
Trouble with Trouble.
Trouble with treble. Treble Clef. What? There should be a band called Clef Huxtable. Treble Clef Huxtable. Somebody write that down.
Band name.
But yeah, Big Black songs about fucking. I went around the block on this because this record, brand new in my Underdog for the longest time, was like $14 or $15.
Damn. Deal.
I eventually got it when a different reissue came out, but it was still only like 19 or 20, I think. But I wish I'd have just got the one. I wish 10 years ago I would have saved that $5. It's stupid to think that way, but I slept on it for a long time. Anyway, Durham is fun. I like the arcade bar. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. And then finally, what's your favorite arcade game of all time, Charlie? And everybody. You want a high point?
Right across.
No.
Right across
What's your favorite arcade of all time?
Church Street.
Fuck, I didn't go to the arcade, man.
You didn't when you was a kid. You
I
go.
lived out in the country, man.
What's your favorite arcade of all time? Steve?
Wizard of War.
Wizard of War. I'm a Robotron 2084 guy of all time.
Pole position.
Pole position, yeah. That was mine for a long time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like early on. For
I
sure.
wasn't any good, but
Wizard says Dragon's Lair.
Sit in the car.
Charlie says Turbo or Frogger.
Hated fuck.
Bill says either Missile Command or Crazy Climber. Nate says Street Fighter.
Crazy Climber's fun.
Yeah. Ooh, Detroit Dan says Battlezone. Thumpfinger says Tron. DJ Thunder says Robotron. He knows what's up. What's up, Dave? Hell yeah. Yeah, Robotron is my man. If I could buy one arcade machine, it would be Robotron. 100%. 100%.
The one, what's
Death Race.
no, it's a spin wheel, and you try to keep stuff from coming up.
Tempest.
Sometimes spiders come up.
Tempest?
There's a spin wheel.
It's a wheel, yeah. You click like like this.
No
one.
clicks.
Oh, maybe not click, but yeah,
Oh,
it's
Tempest?
you're going around
I'm
this
gonna look it up.
Tempest. Metal Theologian says Venture. Okay.
Interesting.
Spy Hunter, Paperboy. Metal Theologian says second choice, Crazy Climber. That's 2 for Crazy Climber. Cubert. Okay. I like Cubert. Who liked the Cubert cartoon? I fucking loved the Cubert cartoon
I like
in
the
the
one where
80s.
you are like King Kong and you're trying to.
Rampage.
Rampage. Oh,
Yeah, Rampage is great. 100%. Finally, the last record we played, not pulled this out in a while, the fucking Randy Holden Population 2. Holy shit, what a fucking record this is. Largely put into action by our pal Dylan down at Noble Records. Fairly local for us. Kind of helped connect, from what I understand, I'm kind of ham-fisting this, but helped connect Randy Holden with the guy from Riding Easy Records, who he's super cool with, and helped get this pressed. And every copy, it's actually signed by Randy Holden down there. But just holy
I'm gonna
shit!
send you this big shit.
But holy shit! What a record!
Killer.
We've not played this in a really long time.
Yes, I've got a copy of this too. I don't know what color mine is.
Had Cubert board game? Me too, Scotty. I had that board game too. Wizard says number 2 is Burger Time. Yeah, Burger Time was fun. Burger Time's kind of hard though. I think we did Burger Time for our one of our retro challenges one time. I'm pretty sure, and I really enjoyed it. But it was intense. When you're trying to get a high score, it's intense.
You know
Or
what? I
something
don't know
that's
if I
supposed
ever
to be
played
fun.
that. That's where you're fucking making them. You got to put the meat in a certain order. The
Yeah.
meat, the cheese, and the pickles.
You got the salt where you throw on the shit.
Yeah.
Burger Time or Pitfall. What's up, Billy Bands? Didn't Venture have the first ever Easter egg in a game? Oh, I don't know. Oh, that's the the Atari game Adventure. That's right. Yeah. Was Adventure the one you had to play with 2 joysticks? No, I think that was Raiders of the Lost Ark. You had to play with 2 joysticks. Sorry. Yeah, Adventure on the 2600 was pretty innovative. It was like a dungeon crawler, essentially, wasn't it? Anyway,
Yeah, but weren't you just a fucking square?
probably.
Or were you a character?
I'm never a square. Let's get into a little dig of the week action. Actually, before we do that, we should probably boot up some fucking marbles. What are we doing?
Oh, fuck me running.
What are we talking
Marbles.
about?
Oh, my God.
I'm so off my fucking game. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing here.
I'm fiending for some marbles. You better get ready.
Play it. There is a little bit of an update. Stand by.
I'm coming for you. Y'all have got some time.
And what's the one where Schwarzenegger made a move there?
Running Man.
Running Man. No, not Running Man.
Running Man was a game.
It's like it's a. You're part of a TV show.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
talking about Smash
Running
TV.
Man.
Nope.
Running Man.
Smash TV
Oh.
was just like Running Man. The movie.
Oh.
The movie was Running
Arcade
Man.
game.
Huh?
Arcade.
Arcade game was Smash TV.
Oh.
Yeah. That's one of my favorites. But I love playing the arcade port of Smash TV on you could get it on consoles. If you put it on arcade, you could just keep continuing because it was so fucking hard. Like on the Nintendo, you would just die. Pick your German. What the fuck?
What?
The goddamn German's got nothing to do with it. Hitting random.
Go ahead.
Narc. Oh, Narc was a great game. They taught you to not do drugs too, which is always good. You don't want to do drugs. Only dopes use dope, folks.
Why do you think they call it dope?
Get off of that. Exclamation point play, folks. Exclamation point play. What's the name of the skateboard game? 720? Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I loved 720.
Oh, shit.
That's all right. On the very similar on the NES was Skate or Die.
Skate or Die, man.
I had that on the Commodore.
Commodore 64.
It was Commodore 60. I had a 128, but it played 64 games. It was
Right.
actually 64 games. Yep.
Y'all better have stretched. Y'all better get a good spot, because the Zonk Man's coming for you on this one.
Whee! Hey, Steve, would you beer me real quick? Get yourself one if you want.
Brr. It's what's for dinner. No, I'm good, thank you, sir.
Good?
A gentleman and a scholar.
Not much of a scholar. I went to Georgia. They just graduate football players for the NFL. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to be back, folks. Good to be back in the fucking mix, let me tell you.
Thank you for being back.
Yeah.
Filling the void, man.
I had a T-bone and mushroom. Oh shit.
Feel like a video game, T-bone and mushroom.
It sounds like a folk rock outfit.
Okay.
Hi, we're T-bone and mushrooms. Thanks for coming in. We're gonna play some songs for you guys.
Summer breeze.
Like the douche commercial. Summer breeze makes my twat feel nice. Yeah, get in here, folks. Exclamation point play if you're not in the mix. Forced.
Get in the mix.
Get your tickets.
It's for the whole seat, but you're only gonna need the edge.
Yeah.
Is that your line?
No, I can't remember who did that around here.
You're a
Remember
motherfucker.
you remember the annoying East Coast wing spot? Where the little kid would go, East Coast wings, East Coast wings. That was me.
Oh, really?
I apologize for that.
So
That's
it
one
wasn't
of the-
even that little kid?
When we made the kid do that. He was an annoying kid.
Oh.
Yep. All right, let's get in here and play this shit.
Let's go ahead and do it. Let's rock and roll. Lucky 1-3. 10-9-8-7-6.
Nate Bouchard owns the track record for the Grown Man Record Night community at 120 and some change. So let's see if anybody can do anything about that.
Oh shit! It might be too late for you to stretch.
Look at
out.
us out here in this tobacco
The
field.
fever. Oh shit! We are
Tobacco field.
backer. Scotty Strickland.
Gotta get out there, pull that backer, boy.
Detroit Dan, hot on his heels. They went through the hole.
Yeah, they did.
Who's it going? Is it the track record out in front? Check out the motherfucking song, man.
Oh, wait a minute. That's the track. You're past the track record. Didn't you win the last one?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I was like
Sorry.
fourth. I got smacked around right before the end.
It happens. I'm back to my fucking summer camp
Now I'm
experience again.
stuck. I'm stuck in the bunghole.
I've never went to summer camp. That seemed like a nightmare to me. My parents would threaten me with summer camp. And everyone's, the kids were like, oh yeah, that sounds awesome. I'm like, no it doesn't. That sounds awful.
Hey, the
Ooh,
track
whoa, whoa.
record's out in front, back in front.
Yeah, you're close there. You're close. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Now it's over. Where the Zonk Man gets hung up.
never know. Well, boom, you got the little nudge. Oh, we're already to the end. You're right there at it, though. I mean, you're walking away with this race tonight, though.
Damn!
Wow. Holy shit.
I don't know how he does it, but he fixes the fuck out of this race.
Never attend a summer camp run by Catholic priests, let me tell you. Baptist rapists are no better. I'm just throwing that out there.
Fabulous Scotty Strychnine coming in there next. With some nebulous Prowler.
I think the takeaway
You want
tonight
me to
is
get up?
every religion has rapers.
You have more digs?
I got digs.
Do you?
No, go ahead.
Battle for 8th. Taking retards to the zoo. Look at record night, just trying to figure it out. It didn't even let me finish. Fucking Christ! I went off the track, and I think it killed me because it just waited too long. Songman with 124, very close to the track record, but no fucking cigar.
All right.
Sure.
Hey, before we start, don't erase anything on that card, the camera card that I shot on, because I might need it.
Okay. I won't remember that.
Okay.
Well, what'd you shoot?
I shot an interview, but I used Mike's camera and his data card to shoot something, but when I got in, I didn't want to go find, because we're doing this huge renovation project, so I'm working from home, but Mike's working in the office. So where his camera was stored is where his computer is, so I logged onto his computer and tried to offload the video.
Yeah.
But I couldn't access my drive. I can't access my drive from.
What?
I used to could, but I think they did something since the renovation.
No, I usually, because I have to go grab stuff from y'all.
So I had to put it on media transfer, but media transfer will erase everything after a few days.
It's a while, though.
So, okay.
As I've
Anyway,
noticed.
we're talking shop.
Talking shop.
Sorry.
Talking shop. TV business, everybody. TV business. Where the fuck is Jay? Did he sneak out? Yeah, he's been gone.
He was gone at 12:09.
12:09.
So yeah. So while Mike was away,
The mice shall play.
Tink, come here, girl. So Tink came and stayed with us, and everybody fell in love. Well, everybody loves Tink already. She stayed with us before, but they loved her so much that they tried to get me to convince Mike to give us the dog because.
Hey, give me your dog.
She's really happy there. She really loves the backyard, and we had a lot of fun.
Hell yeah.
Yes, we did. But I did pick up a couple of things today.
Did you? What
I
did
didn't
you
have
do
any
today?
digs, but I went over to Underdog because I had to go downtown to do that interview, and it's just around the corner. So I went there, and then I went to where my daughter works and got some really good ice cream.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then
I've been in the mood for some ice cream. I haven't had ice cream in over a year.
Then I went to John's and showed him how to play the intro of "Leaving You" by Free, or it might be Bad Company. No, I think it's Free.
Bad Company!
But then he got me watching. I almost didn't make it over here because I started watching this documentary that's on the Roku channel. Mm-hmm. So we got some folks from Ohio, right?
Oh, wait.
Ohio, it's the land of monsters, okay? So there's the Wendigo. Are you familiar with the Wendigo?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So this is the Cuyahoga National Forest, and there was a town called Boston, Ohio. Boston, Ohio.
Nope, that's
and
wrong.
it was basically on the outskirts of Cleveland, 30-minute drive probably. I think John said that's where the Cleveland Coliseum used to be, was right on the outskirts there near Boston. But the town is empty. The United States government told everyone they had to leave. They had to evacuate the city. So the town, a lot of the houses still have like their jewelry in the dresser drawer and pictures. But
I was going to make a border joke, but I'll just save it for later.
The documentary is called Helltown because this national park is actually this really strange place where in early 2000s, I think, or about 2010, these three kids went in there and live streamed them, drawing a pentagram on a big rock, and they went in this tunnel and they were firing Roman candles, and you see the fucking Wendigo, like, and one person died and two of them were injured or whatever, but
I think you're thinking about Kmart.
Wendigo's like this. It has antlers, but it looks like a 7-foot tall human. Anyway, it was convincing. So I need to finish watching it because I got to stop watching this. This is really fucking. But it's called Helltown and it's on the Roku channel. That's where I saw it.
Inflation sucks. Ben and Jerry's out here in California is $9 a pint. Holy shit! Wow. Metal Theologian said it's been 1 day since he's had ice cream. Yeah.
No, it's a really nice shop. She works. They make their own gourmet flavored ice cream. They made me a blueberry pancake sundae, which was their blueberry cobbler ice cream and French toast ice cream.
What has happened since I've been eating ice cream? Since I've not been eating ice cream?
It was really, and then they drizzled a little blueberry sauce on that, and they also put like a crumble on there.
Do you have a favorite ice cream of all time?
I love so much. Probably Breyer's chocolate chip mint. And I know you're not a mint guy, but I really like chocolate chip mint. And then
are you doing that to tell me or no?
I think their natural vanilla might be my favorite.
It's up there
with the vanilla bean specks, and everybody does it now. But they were like the early,
Strawberry cheesecake.
Strawberry cheese. I'm a cheesecake guy with ice cream. I think maybe not strawberry. I think if it's a blue, like actually in an ultimate, like this is not like a classic flavor, but a caramel cheesecake ice cream.
I will admit, although this pancake was delicious, I'm not heavy into pieces of cake or pieces of cookie or pieces of.
I like pie and an ice cream.
Now I will say at Cold Stone they make an apple pie ice cream that is amazing, and somehow they've coated the crust part where it doesn't get soggy. It has still has this hardness to it.
Well, we have what's called Cookout down here, and known for their milkshakes, and they have a bazillion different flavors, and they do when they do I think I've had a blueberry cheesecake milkshake from there, and that's kind of what I'm thinking of when I do this.
Yeah.
But
they do a watermelon shake in the summer.
Absolutely.
It's amazing.
But the chunks of graham cracker crust that are in I'll fucking love that. I fucking love that.
What are we doing?
Ice cream. Who's going to Cookout?
Dig of the week. You got some digs?
Where
I
is
do.
it at?
I do.
Look at that bitch. That's like the main thing in late night and High Point.
Absolutely.
They got a double drive through.
Hell yeah. But yeah, actually I saw a guy, that show Hot Ones, where they eat the hot ones?
Oh yeah.
Saw a guy the other night, a rapper, Lil Baby. Shouts to Lil Baby. But he was going through the shit, and instead
Isn't it
of
one of those flavors?
Yeah.
Lil Baby.
For rap snacks?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. But instead of having the glass of milk, like a lot of people do for their wings, he had a bowl of vanilla ice cream. I'm like, yeah, that's what's up. And then at some point he was like, yo, dog.
Oh, you know what? The other day
he was like, yo, but hold on. He was like, well, man, that's fucking crazy. And then he was like, you should just dip it in there. And he took one of the hot ass wings and dipped it in the vanilla ice cream. And I was like, oh, yo. And I was like, oh, yo. A wing dipped in vanilla ice cream?
That's like, have you tried the
dip it ranch.
Have you tried the sausage Bowberry biscuit yet?
I think I'm going to do it first thing in the morning.
I did it today.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Thoughts?
2 for $5.
2 for $5.
Pretty damn good.
I'm thinking about getting a couple and taking one over to my mom in the morning.
Pretty damn good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do that in the morning. First thing. Bright and early. 11:30 a.m.
And a gravy biscuit.
I thought you were going to say anagram.
But I split that.
You should combine them. Put the gravy on the...
On the blueberry.
Oh my God.
It's the whole
What I usually would do is get a gravy biscuit. I love gravy biscuits. But I'll get a sausage, get a country fried steak biscuit.
That's my favorite.
But don't eat it. Don't eat it. Open it up. Take the steak patty off. Chop it up and put it on the gravy biscuit. Boom. You're welcome.
I love.
And then you got a fucking biscuit you can put jelly on.
Since I was a little kid, I've always gotten the steak biscuits because that's been my favorite forever. But I've since learned, especially from people that like don't live here and don't have access to it. Like, but if you're gonna go to Bojangles and you've never been here, I'm gonna send you to a Cajun filet biscuit off the rip.
Cajun filet?
That's the Bojangles biscuit you need to have if you're never gonna have another Bojangles the rest of your life. If you want to try it and you're from fucking Scotland.
Probably, yeah.
You know?
The others are pedantic. You can get those biscuits at Biscuitville.
And I've come around to where I think that's the best biscuit there. I had one the other day.
He's got some good biscuits. Y'all's place I go home on the way home on Saturday morning. I stop at the Biscuit House, which is over there off of. Is it Biscuit House?
There's a Biscuit King.
Biscuit King.
Not Biscuit King.
Oh.
Biscuit Factory.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's over there.
Yeah.
It's on as soon as you turn on to Westchester.
Biscuit Factory. I've never been there.
Good.
But I knew a girl that worked there, and she also died. Okay, like everybody else.
Okay.
Yeah, she did die. She was a Five L's fan and a friend of mine, and she died. The pork chop biscuits are pretty goddamn tasty too. 100%. Smoked sausage biscuits also good, and they used to do those like super cheap. But yeah. Who was dessert? Who was dessert?
Cracker Barrel.
Alyssa Milano.
Cracker Barrel's got a good breakfast.
I like a Cracker Barrel breakfast. You know who has the most low key best breakfast in the space, and that's not regional or anything like that.
Oh no, okay. Well, for me it's regional.
But like the main
the Omega House in Winston.
the main
Peter Street.
the main restaurants, who has the best breakfast that you would not think has the best breakfast?
McDonald's.
I mean, but a lot of people. I mean, that's
Can't go wrong.
That's a go-to.
Yeah.
K&W.
Although Burger King's got those fucking
Croissant.
those croissant sandwiches.
That's the first croissant I ever had in my life.
Damn, I love the croissant.
Me and my mom used to get those when I was little.
Sausage.
No. Fucking K&W, man. K&W breakfast, and I fucking hate K&W cafeteria. Like for supper, you go and get the Salisbury steak and the green beans and fuck off. I hate all that. I hate that shit. I hate it. Their breakfast, you could get back in the. It's a long time.
Now we're
ago.
going to talk breakfast bar. We're going to talk breakfast bar. Shoney's.
Shoney's, French toast sticks.
My
But no,
God.
back in the day, you could get a pancake at when I was poor as fuck. I couldn't rub two nickels together. I had you get a one single pancake that was $1.14. It was this thick and the size of a fucking hubcap for $1.14 at K&W.
Really?
I would get a pancake and a gravy biscuit, and I paid $2.14 out the door. This was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But when I was working, like, early 2000s.
Yeah.
Anyway. Taco Bell, Bojangles.
Waffle House.
What are you guys talking about, says the guy from California
The
that
awful
probably
waffle.
doesn't even know anything about biscuits out there, huh? But yeah, it's, But you got K&Ws, right? Are there K&Ws in California?
Some cafeteria. out there.
K&W's a cafeteria. Like a Bob Evans or a...
That's a sit
That's
down.
different.
That's a sit.
No, so is K&W. We sat down.
Got 'em
No,
on
you
calendars
sit down
out
once you
there.
go through the shit.
Yeah, once you get... Yeah.
You got to go through the shit. You don't go through the shit in a sit down restaurant.
Oh, you mean where somebody, like a waitress comes to your
Yeah,
table?
yeah,
Oh, I didn't
yeah.
know. I don't know. Huh.
Are we doing Dig of the Week?
Sure.
I got a couple, and I think Zonkman's got a couple more.
Sure. I actually stumbled into some stuff. Some stuff.
I went and saw our good friend Jonathan today
Friend of the program.
at Underdog. Looked through some vinyl. Didn't have a whole lot of time to spend, but I quickly kind of glanced through a couple other things I wanted to get. That I was actually going there looking for just a chance if they had Freeze Heartbreaker album. I really want to pick that up right now, and I don't want to order it. I just want to see if I could find it. Anyway, I found this compilation, Chess Records, Howlin' Wolf, his Greatest Sides,
Oh, wow.
Volume
So-
1.
Sweet.
Oh, that's cool. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Who put that out?
It says Chess.
Oh, Chess. Actually on Chess?
Well, it says 1985 Quality Records. Quality.
Oh, it's quality.
Quality. It's Quality Records reissue, or probably reissue of a Chess compilation. Oh, Sugar Hill Records.
Oh, Sugar Hill. Okay.
Yeah, Sugar Hill Records.
Okay.
1983.
Hell yeah. Wendy's breakfast wedges for the win. Oh yeah.
But last but not least,
No, you motherfucker! I was gonna go buy
I
this.
saw this and I
No.
thought, now this is cool because Max Roach is amazing. But then when I saw Coleman Hawkins was playing on it,
Yeah.
I was like, no, this is cool. It's clear vinyl. It was a record store day, 2022. But it's 1961 album
Yeah.
called We Insist.
This has been near the top of my list for a little bit. Well, I mean, I don't want to say top of the list, but I've had my eye on this record for a long time, and I saw
Yeah.
there was a used copy. But again, coming back into the fray.
But honestly, I didn't hit that place till 6 o'clock. So you missed your chance.
Oh no, I was not in the mind frame of like
Oh,
going and no.
picking it,
I
yeah.
saw it up there, and I'm like, oh fuck, I need to go get this. But I just
I got it.
and actually, I knew of this record, and I had my eyeball on it, and I remember I remember the Waxed and Mazzy talking about this about a year ago, I believe, and talking about how just fantastic of a record this is. And it's weird. Have you listened to it?
No, I can't wait to listen to it.
It's weird.
Right,
There's
right.
very weird stuff on it.
Well, there's an African drummer. He plays like
Yeah.
bongos, congas.
There's a lot of like, it's like avant-garde vocal jazz, I
Okay.
would say, with a lot of African flavor to it. Mm-hmm. And
Abby Lincoln is the
yeah, Abby
the
Lincoln,
singer.
that really, really stretches that fucking boundary. Abby Lincoln does on this. I really enjoy this record a lot. There's some passages that are a lot more normal, palatable jazz stuff that goes into a little bit avant-garde, but more straightforward. And then there's like long passages of like tribal sounding weird shit, fucking out there bonkers, smoke a doobie with your brothers kind of vibe on this. Really, really good stuff, man.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, that's a quality score. That's a quality score.
Yeah, I think I did well.
Yeah, that's great.
I originally had, like I think I told you earlier, that he's got All Them Witches live from the internet. It's like a triple LP. Looks like some cool shit on there. It's not stuff on the other albums, or is it?
It is.
Okay, it's them basically doing live sets of their shit.
You
out
seen
there.
them live?
Yeah.
Pretty
Great.
impressive.
Yeah,
Great.
we went to the
Great.
October 2021 show.
Pretty impressive performance,
very
I
good.
have to say.
Very good.
Those guys, like, if I had to rank, I'm gonna go Chats number 1, Bungle number 2, probably All Them Witches number 3, Judas Priest number 4.
What about Mudvayne?
Further down for me.
Okay. But just for you to show her this guy
The bass player.
from Soften the Glare.
Fuck, I mean, I'd rather hear Soften the Glare than Mudvayne.
Yeah.
Honestly. And I think the singer's a chode. But that's just me.
And they don't sing in Soften the Glare.
And it's the same reason. The same
Have you
reason
heard
I
Soften the
never.
Glare?
I was not a big Mudvayne fan back in the day. Is the same reason I was never into Slipknot. Which we saw Slipknot. The kid was really into Slipknot. I don't know a single Slipknot song. The stage performance, the whole fucking shebang was impressive, and they were fucking tight. There's something about Slipknot that's never clicked with me. There's super heavy riffs, which I love. There's fucking crazy theatrics, which I also kind of love. The dressing up and the mask, I'm not really into that. But like, I just for whatever reason, I never. So many people have been like, "Oh yeah, I bet you're a big Slipknot guy," and I'm like, actually, I'm not. And she was surprised. I'm like, I can't tell you one Slipknot song. I don't know one Slipknot song. The people equal shit or whatever. I know that one, and I've heard. I mean, Finn was a fairly okay fan of it, and like I remember listening to the Iowa record and be like, "Oh, this is brutal." but I never retained any of the shit from that. But anyway,
Steve, why don't you come over here?
What about Mike gonna do his?
Oh, do you have any?
I got some. I picked
Okay.
some stuff up today.
Well, then do them, motherfucker.
Well, this was what I did was I went to I had to go shoot a television commercial earlier today, and when I got done
What was
shooting
the subject matter?
furniture,
Okay. At an affordable price?
yeah, in an area that actually when I met the sales rep in the parking
Dude,
lot,
best fucking hot dog in town.
right beside that,
Right beside.
yeah, and I was like,
I've been there.
have you?
Yeah.
When he got out of the car, when Matt got out of the car, I was like, you got that thing on you? I was like, you better have that thing on you in this parking lot, because this ain't where you want to be rolling naked.
No, it's a decent place. I've been to a few stores. In fact, there's a groceteria across the street from Kermit's Hot Dogs. Is where I'm talking about. And went in there and did some shopping. And I think it was part of our Spanish class from Forsyth Tech. He took us over there on like a field trip and let us do some shopping in like a real place. And we went to a real.
Buenos dias.
And went to a Mexican restaurant that sold lengua, tongue, burritos and shit like
Donde
that.
está
That you don't
birra?
normally get in a La Casa or whatever the hell, Pancho.
American Mexican.
Yeah, it's American Mexican. Yeah.
Bought some birra tacos.
What?
If you had birra?
I have not had birra. You're talking about beer with the double R. Yeah.
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 Oh, it's
what
next
is
on my
birra?
list.
Like a. You know what it is?
I'm not real sure. That's next on my list.
I figured it'd just be like stomach or something.
They had them down there at the festival, but that's not why I was thinking about it. But
Okay.
that's what I want to try next. What's up, DJ Trish?
My favorite's
Got a
probably,
new video up? Yeah, you guys click that fucking link.
my favorite's probably still like Al Pastor. I just like
Al Pastor
I
is
like
my
the
number
combination
one.
of flavors.
That's my number one. So anyway, after the commercial shoot, I didn't have anything for lunch. This was at 11 a.m. And the shoot lasted less than an hour. Once I was packed up and ready to roll out, it was probably around noon. But I was like, oh, there's that Goodwill right down the street, right? And so I was like, you know what? I'll hit this up, and by the time it's over, it'll be time to like go grab something to eat. Because I don't eat early. I can't eat early. I hate it. So I dicked around in the Goodwill for a long time, actually talking to Sweet Tea on the telephone.
That's where the tampons were.
Correct. And I did stumble into a few 45s that I was kind of impressed with. Actually, what was really weird about these 45s is there were so many in there that were not down the middle records in my head, but there were 45s that were from my mom's original stack.
Oh.
Like The Rapper by the Jaggers, which I've listened to for a long time. Rap, rap, rap. They call him the rapper.
Oh yeah.
Which I didn't realize how popular that was. But my mom's copy's kind of beat up. This one was clean, but I was like, I don't really need an upgrade. If I'm going to listen to The Rapper, I want to hear the one I grew up with. Even though if it's beat up, I don't give a fuck. That's anyway. Same with, they also had Tracy by the Cufflinks, 45. Straight out of my mom's collection, It was cleaner than the one I have, and I'm like, that's not the one I grew up listening to. So whatever, I'll put it back. Because I'm not gonna. I'm not.
I get it.
I'm not in love with the song or
You're
the
in
band.
love with nostalgia.
I'm in love with that nostalgia for that specific thing, for sure. But anyway, I was able to pick up some pretty cool 45s in there. But I did stumble onto a VHS that I just couldn't leave behind. Hope Metal Theologian's still watching here, because I think he'll enjoy this. And this just, for multiple reasons. Radical Christianity. Jim Burns. And let me just, it's got a cartoon cover and some of the stuff that says on here, right? Reproducible viewing outline included. It says, living your life for the ultimate cause, Jesus Christ. Sure. A 3-session video seminar featuring Jim Burns, of course. Now, you go to the back here. You go to the back. Show youth God's secret to success. Okay. I want a big home. This is a quote. I want a big home overlooking the ocean. I want to drive a Porsche, a young friend told me. I smiled and said, I think your goals are far too low. Jim Burns in Radical Christianity. Today, the young man mentioned above is a missionary to the poorest of the poor in South America, but he's far happy. Okay, so here's what I'm gathering. I don't think when they say, you see this now, I don't think back in the day, you said radical Christianity. It's not like it's not meaning, oh, fucking join the Lord or I'll cut your fucking feet off. That's radical. You know what I mean? I think they're meaning radical as in like, radical, bruh. It's not psychopathic religion.
No, this is how you reach the kid.
Right. It's how you reach
This is radical.
pizza and Coca-Cola and
It's that
skateboarding.
It's that guy on TV with the tight T-shirt, the black T-shirt.
The Affliction T-shirt with the earring, and I look like I'm in Disturbed. Yeah, but look, but these quotes right here. Okay, this powerful video seminar includes the 3 20-minute presentations that will help kids in your group discover, bullet point A, that each of them have special gifts to the world needs. Sure. How they can be richer than they ever imagined, and in parentheses, with spiritual wealth.
in parentheses.
Yeah, a parenthetical statement.
Spiritual wealth.
Why commitment to God gives more freedom, how to make radical commitment to God. Okay, but then over here, this is the one that really got me. This statement, radical Christianity will help lay a firm foundation for your child's future. Watch it with them and complete the outline together. But it says radical Christianity will help. And dude, it's so not only
Complete the outline together.
not only is it this.
Is there an insert?
Oh, there's a fucking insert. It's not just an insert.
Oh wow, that's going on the wall.
It's the fucking syllabus. It's the fucking syllabus. And it's individual pages. Look how they put the little starburst around the graphics. Like, yeah, the big idea, the call to Christ to serve. But yeah, it's, yeah. I couldn't leave that behind, and I could not wait.
Add a new member to your youth staff, Jim Burns.
A brainwashing we will go.
Honestly, what I may do with this.
Oh, this isn't. I thought this would be bound. That's what I said, it's individual. I was like, man, this could be bad.
And I'm we're big fans.
At least go to the copy room, I guess, and make copies. Maybe that's why they did it.
We're big fans of the. What the fuck was that?
Shit. The lid just fell off the damn.
Oh no! Are you
The
serious?
tab's broken?
Oh, on the tape?
The tape just broke.
That's radical.
Fuck, man. You know how to fix this?
Yes.
As long as the tabs didn't break.
You pray on it. Yeah, you can fix that.
But no, I'll tell you.
Go to the engineer.
What I might do. We're big fans of the Found Footage Festival.
Yeah.
And if this works and everything's cool with it and it's funny and shit, I'm with, especially because it includes the syllabus and all this stuff. I might send it to them.
Don't give away your content. We got to dub it first.
Yeah, I'll dub it in or something, and then I may send it to those guys with all the, because then they'd say our name and shit.
There is a tab broken.
There's a tab broken.
Will the door not open?
It will. You just got to press the release.
Well, oh, I see. So when
The tab is broken for that.
yeah.
We'll figure it out. Anyway, you can always put the reels into a new case. Scotty says.
Yeah, have fun with it. Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Yeah, if it means we can watch it, sure. All right, so I did pick up a little stack of records in here.
How about a new fence?
No, I ain't getting no fucking fence. Fuck that shit. I'd have to redo the whole goddamn thing.
What?
That whole thing's a piece of shit. I got a bunch of fucking retards that build the thing.
Do it in parts.
So I did pick up 445s in here. Stoked to pick these up in a fucking Goodwill. Sam Sham and the Pharaohs, who I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
Love Me Like Before, and Little Red Riding Hood.
What was the story behind
And-
Sam the Sham? Wasn't he like
In
a
not bad shape. Not bad shape at all.
somebody with a record company?
I don't know. This was in the worst shape of all of them, but I just fucking had to. It's the Kingsman Louie on wand.
Oh wow!
On the wand. And it's,
I was looking at that just the other day.
I fucking love the Kingsman, and I own this record, but I don't own the 45. And it's in fairly suspect shape, but I was like, I'm not leaving this in for a buck. The B side is Haunted Castle, which I don't know if Haunted Castle is on the record. If back in the 60s, was it still traditional for like the B side to not be on the album? Right?
Yeah.
So maybe Haunted Castle is one I've never heard before. I also picked up. I should just put my fucking glasses on so I can actually read this shit. Bananas Couldn't Resist the Wand. Never, baby. From Parliament. P-Funk. I may have this already. I don't know. So P-Funk is on one side. And the other side is Tear the Roof Off This Sucker. And this isn't for a Funk 45. Look at this. There's one little chortle right there. Pretty damn good shape for a Funk 45. That looks pretty damn good. Let's see. You can see the little thing right there in the opposite of my finger. Other than that, it's pretty clean. Sure. And finally, couldn't help this. Never see shit like this. This may be what like just as good a shape as anything. Fucking Kiss Rock and Roll All Night.
Damn.
Which is this? I don't know. It's side A and B. Oh, side B is the studio version. Side A is the live version. So okay, the 45 is you get the live and the studio on Rock and Roll All Night for $1. Sure.
Did you say you got tear the roof off the sucker?
Yeah.
I wasn't listening. I've been singing that at karaoke.
Oh really?
When I want to really make some eyes go like, what the fuck? Because they think I'm gonna get up and sing like Immigrant Song, another, whatever.
If you want to, if you're worried about what the shape they're in, you might want to invest in a few sleeves. Yeah, I need to get like a big stack of like 45 sleeves because some of these I'm like, it's probably like whatever, but
there's a lot that you probably need to.
Yeah, the ones some of these like this that you score that like have remained salvageable through all of this for whatever reason, worth throwing into a fucking sleeve.
Yeah, I'm looking right now at a stack on the floor.
The 45s?
Yeah.
They're in sleeves.
Okay.
Literally in sleeves.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But those are not. Table.
Yeah. On the table? Oh no, but some of those
are in really bad shape.
And some of them are just nonsense. But yeah, I try to. And when I go to a place like that has like one of the our honey hole that moved to Greensboro, when I got 45s over there, I made a stack, and I would go through the rest of the stack and find some bullshit one that had a sleeve, and stick mine in the sleeve for sure. Especially if it's a naked sleeve. It's not, doesn't have to be the company sleeve or whatever.
Right.
Anyway,
It's a different company.
But yeah, those are $1 a piece. Stoked to pick them up. Check them out. We'll check them out. Maybe we'll check them out after the show. See what kind of shape they're in. That kind of jazz.
Okay. Yeah. You got records.
You got a couple more?
Yeah, I got a couple more.
Fuck. Just knocked a bunch of shit off. Damn it.
Now I've got. Tell me if this is okay for me to show VCLT on your show.
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm just making sure. I have here some grandiose VCLT. Oh, that's not it. From the one and only Grown Man Record Night, Scotty Strychnine.
Oh yeah.
So we're just gonna start and show all this great stuff.
What up, Liver? You go to the Goodwill? Yeah, I went to the Goodwill, man. Did a little Goodwill run today. Spent a little bit for me.
That's some good shit, man.
Hell yeah.
This stuff, and I have no clue on it, but this is
Okay.
right in the Zongman's wheelhouse.
Yeah, he showed me this shit, Scotty. I was like, I don't really know any of this shit.
Bad Acid.
Look at this cover. I mean, that kind of speaks for itself. Holy shit.
Revelations of the Third Eye.
Wow. What label is that?
There's like two.
Trans Substance Records?
Yeah, that says Ozone.
Ozone Records? Looks cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that's got all the elements you want right there.
Yeah, where's Mr. Zep Pearls at Vegas doing the PJ show, but there's his Illuminati.
There you go. Hell yeah.
Oh, Illuminati.
All three are European bands.
Oh, okay.
Scotty
Okay,
says.
good.
Cool.
European or I'm a peon?
Actually, don't say that too loud because
Your bladder's talking to you.
I got my dick tied in a knot over here.
Parasol.
Also, I have to pee. Look at this guy.
Parasol Caravan. Nemesis.
Also promising as fuck.
More Third Eye stuff, man.
Yeah,
We have to make that journey
very cool.
to see beyond
You
just
know anything
the
else
three
about
dimensions.
that, or just
No.
that's
nothing.
awesome. That's the best kind of stuff.
Yes. And last but not least for
Oh,
the
Live Rust. I'm sorry, Live Rust.
Live Rust.
You know, I thought it said liver. I'm fucking stupid.
Oh, were they talking about Neil Young album or something?
Well, that's the username. I
Oh,
was reading it
okay.
as liver because I'm stupid.
Northern Lights. Have you ever heard of a band, Northern Lights?
No. Look at this shit.
Choose your own mind trip, man.
Wait a minute. Now hold on. Let's hold that fucking phone. I just now realized this is made to look like a choose your own adventure book.
Oh.
That's a direct copy of a choose your own adventure book. I can tell by which I've been wanting to collect those forever, but you can't fucking find them unless you just buy them on eBay or whatever.
Right.
Because I look in Goodwills all the time for choose your own adventure. But that's exactly what this looks like. I just now caught that. Holy shit. Which is a Bantam publication.
Was
But
it
yeah,
what?
Bantam,
Bantam,
the name of the
okay.
publisher, travels into several remote parts of the brain. Wow,
More tripping ass artwork.
that's fucking crazy.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you, Scotty. Appreciate you, brother. And this, yeah.
Is that like a newer band, or is that like old? Is that old shit?
No. This is all like not maybe brand new. I know this. I remember something being
Is it like a 60s or 70s band?
2019. No,
Okay,
this is all like new stuff then.
gotcha.
2019. I cannot remember years. It was all new stuff though. Either 2017, 19, and maybe 2020.
That's fucking awesome, man. Hell yeah. Not like in a stack of stuff that like hand picked for you, and you don't know fucking any
Yeah.
of it. You don't know any of it, but you know that somebody else thinks that like, oh yeah, you're gonna like this. That's fucking killer. That's fucking killer.
Got another one here. This was another one of them hold me please deals from Hippo.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And you, of course, turned me on to Clouds Taste Satanic.
Clouds Taste Satanic. Post industrial doom is what they call it. Band out of Brooklyn, New York. I don't know, where does this fall in their discography? Do you
This is
know?
the first one.
The very first one? Really?
That's the first one.
I
And
may
it would
not-
have been 2013 or 15. or
I may
something.
not even really know this album, to be honest. Huh.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. In fact, you know what? We're going to crack this open just because it has kind of a
Okay.
cool gatefold. Oh, wait, I'm throwing a record around.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
this without the glare.
Cool. Look at that.
Need to get closer.
Follow the cedar tree path. Turn to page 36. Yes.
Oh,
yes,
he's talking about the choose your own.
adventure. Hell yeah. All were in the past 5 years or so, Scotty says. That's fucking killer.
Okay, last 5 years. And then the last dig of the week that the Zonkman has is, I don't know, is empty
Metal
still
Theologian, you still up in this motherfucker? I'm getting your attention because he's probably listening to his own records right now.
Right. Challenge accepted.
Whoa.
Interceptor 45, which is dance. You know, the Zonkman's a follower, and he drinks the Kool-Aid. So
I'm so far behind on people's videos, I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about.
right. And this was a, hey, you know, go buy this record. And they're from Charleston or the surrounding area down in South Carolina. They were around where
And didn't you say
MT's
that?
at.
Didn't you say the band was like, what the fuck? How did we sell all these records or like whatever?
Yes, they were wondering why they had the spike in sales all of a sudden.
That dude, Aaron, that's one of the coolest things I fucking heard about right there. Like using what clout you have to like blow a band up to where they're like, wait, why are we selling all these records all of a sudden? That's the way you do it right there. That's fucking killer, dude. That's really fucking killer.
And even so, I initially went to the band camp, and it was like the record. It was like it was saying it was like going to be a pre-order, and you're not going to get it till like June 5th. So I went back on the video. I was like, "Hey, Aaron, what's the deal, man? You know, they said it's a pre-order." And he already had shown his. You know, he had a copy, and they were literally answering my comment in his video.
Wow.
Oh no, we got records. We're gonna get them out. You know, the Bandcamp wasn't updated or something.
That's awesome. He says he's gonna go see him live in a few weeks. That's
Okay,
awesome, dude.
sweet, right on.
Fucking A, man.
All right,
Yeah.
that's all the Zonkman has for Dig of the Week.
Badass. We got some stuff coming for So to Speak and Chip Chat. That's in the Dig of the Week. We'll take a quick commercial break and come back with So to Speak and Chip Chat. I don't know what the fuck we're doing. I have no fucking idea what we're doing. But we'll do something, and we'll be right bark. Right after this quick commercial message from your local. Fuck, I don't know. We'll be right back.
Grown Man Record ought to be back in a minute. Stick around.
Simple, easy, basic. Add a little push and pull. Windmill or the spin maneuver. Or the figure 8 move. We got what we call the roll.
Devil stick.
Accept no imitation.
What it is, kid. The original Harvey Freeman Devil Sticks by Panax Consumer Products.
Coming up next on Channel 11, Gem.
Imagine this.
Deep in the jungle, you discover it, the Cobra Terradrome with gun emplacements almost everywhere and special base for refueling vehicles.
There it is.
The Cobra Terradrome is really incredible.
That's Dr. Mindbender. And now look, they've captured Flynn.
It's time to warn the Joes, but suddenly they launch the Firebat. Live the adventure of G.I. Joe. Cobra Terradrome comes with Firebat and pilot. Other figures and equipment sold separately.
Yo, Joe!
The United States Air Force wasn't officially born until after World War II, in 1947. But its heritage goes back to the beginning of the century. And the special breed of men and women who've served in that long blue line are some of the most impressive individuals you could ever hope to know. Hi, I'm William Shatner, and as a pilot myself, I am awed by their accomplishments. In the next hour, you'll meet heroes, daredevils, test pilots, astronauts, They have only one thing in common. They are all top flight. They are simply the best at what they do, and what they do will amaze you. Fasten your seatbelts. The greatest airborne adventures of the 20th century are about to soar again.
Hello. Gee, looks like I'm back in the movies again, doesn't it? Well, as a matter of fact, I like to do some talking. The Army Air Forces need 15,000 captains, 40,000 lieutenants, 35,000 flying sergeants. Well, how about it?
Where do heroes come from? Some are born, others are recruited. And some of tomorrow's heroes are today's students at the United States Air Force.
I'm Beefsteak Charlie. Beefsteak Chuck's been telling me about restaurant school.
Uncle Charlie, everything we learned in school you shouldn't do and couldn't do, you do.
I've always believed in giving people a lot for a little. No one beefs about the check at Beefsteak Charlie. And on Mondays through Fridays for just $9.99, get all the barbecued ribs and chicken you can eat. At Beefsteak Charlie's, we won't stop giving until you say, Uncle. Uncle! Uncle! Uncle!
Have you ever been to Beefsteak Charlie's?
No, I don't think I know. I don't even think I really know what a Beefsteak Charlie's is.
I've never heard of Beefsteak Charlie.
I want to say Chris from Dixieland Farm sent me that video.
Or if it's like a steak and ale, maybe.
Oh, steak and ale.
We used to hang out. Me and Jack used to hang out at the bar at Steak and Ale.
That's where I got that's where my parents would go for their anniversary. That's where I got them to like sing Happy Anniversary to my parents. First time I ever had lobster.
We might have been sitting at the bar.
They took me up there and they were like, okay, and for you? And I was like, I'll have the lobster. And my parents were like, what the fuck are you doing? I have the lobster and the lobster. Can I have double lobster? Instead of a salad, could I also have a lobster? And my parents are like, everybody's laughing. And I'm like, I'm not joking. And that's one of those times where my dad's like, I seen a Red Lobster commercial, which I've never eaten at, by the way, and I heard they're closing down.
Yeah.
I've never eaten a Red Lobster.
The cheddar. But the best thing was the biscuit.
But those commercials, squirting the lemon all over the fucking, god damn it, that would just got me bricked up as a kid. And so when I got to have lobster for the first time,
bricked up. You went nuts.
But my dad was like, all right, it's like, all right, this motherfucker's been running his mouth about lobster for like a year now. Get some lobster. You want get some lobster. Whatever you want. And I was like, oh boy. I was like fucking Spanky on fucking Our Gang. Oh boy.
You're like that kid south of the border.
Yep, they brought out lobster. And I'm like, wait, it comes with fucking butter? Fuck. Yeah. And I sat there just fucking
melted butter, not butter.
Because I think most of people thought like, yeah, you bring it out, and he's like, he thinks he's gonna like it, but it comes out, and you're like, what kids?
Oh, we made that mistake with Steven. When he first came to live with us, we went to an Italian restaurant, and he wanted this plate of mussels, and we're like, nah, it's like $24 plate of mussels, you know. And like, no, I like it. You're like, you've never had mussels. No, I like mussels. I really like it. You wouldn't eat them.
Oh, really? I didn't like mussels.
That's before I felt like I could force feed them to him. You're still trying to go, we love you. It's like no one in this family is going to eat this fucking plate of mussels.
You're going to make me buy Captain Crunch, you motherfucker.
No. I like oysters. I don't like mussels.
I don't like mussels. Ben made me get them, like, we went to some fancy restaurant. It was like an appetizer, and, like, mussels. I'm like, all right, I like clams and oysters.
It's because I never liked the smell of the Ohio River. And for me, sure. Ocean, you get oysters out of the ocean.
Who does?
But you get mussels out of like the Ohio River and like lakes around there, stuff like that. It's like, yeah, I can't get into that.
Like, this reminds me of a sweat sock. It just wasn't. I'll eat anything. People were like, "Oh, certain fish are too fishy. This tastes too fishy," and I'm like, "Oh, you can't get shit too fishy for me."
Oh, you can for me, as we all well know, that dried shit. From Iceland.
I love all of that shit, but mussels, I was like, "Oh, this isn't good." I just didn't care for it.
You like oysters?
I like them raw, and I don't like them fried as much.
No, I like them steamed and raw.
Yeah, when Carl brought them over.
That's it.
When Carl brought them over, and we did those.
Don't fry them. I don't like them chewy. I just want them.
Those taste weird like that.
Fork them.
I like fried clams.
Steamed is really good.
You a calamari guy? I'm a big calamari guy.
But you like it fried.
Yeah, well, calamari's fried.
It's gotta be fried.
I think calamari is fried.
Right. Yeah, it's Hawaiian for fried.
Yeah, I think that's the nature of calamari's fried.
Are we going to do a soda speak?
Sure. Should I do that fucking...
We got Zonkman provided us with a soda tonight.
Absolutely. Is that hot? This is like the Today Show when it's a hip hop artist and all the anchors are mad at him.
All the anchors are mad. Well, speaking of which, it's funny because I went to this luncheon on Thursday for people who volunteered with senior services, and I took my guitar over there one day this past year and sang, and it was an amazing experience for me because it saw, a lot of these folks are suffering with memory care. Or being treated with memory care, but you start singing a song that they probably have heard.
Yeah,
it just triggers and it just wipes out that whole problem. Yeah. It's just amazing. I kind of want to do some more with that, but anyway, so I went this volunteer. It was for the volunteers luncheon put on by Senior Services. Most people there are from Meals on Wheels, but they had this group perform. I forget what they're called.
The Embers.
They were elders. I think I was the youngest person there.
Give me just a little more time.
Probably the youngest there. But what they do, they line dance. So they put on tracks on. They play something off their phone into the sound system, and they do these line dances. And it was entertaining. But it went on way too long. But what was I going to tell you? Oh, one of the songs that they played, I don't know what it was, but there was a lot of the N-word.
Oh,
it was like a hip hop song, right?
We don't
and they
care
were,
for that.
and I just started laughing. But
hard R or soft R?
Hard. Yeah. Oh yeah. And very repeated. So I was just watching the crowd. And maybe people just didn't hear what was going on because I just thought it was like, this is so fucking weird.
Wow.
But they're a group that performs at the senior center where I sang. So I just thought it was hilarious. I was just like, oh, this is really interesting.
Man, that reminds me, this week I found out my aunt...
I kept going, language.
I found out this week my aunt has dementia.
Oh, yeah?
What's a soda?
So we have Zonkman. What do you have? What is it called? It's a Baja, Mountain Dew Baja.
Blast.
The Point Break.
So
Punch.
he was saying because of it's the anniversary of doing the first Baja Blast, so they're doing all these different flavors.
A Baja.
20 years of Baja Blast.
20 years
really?
of Baja Blast. That's fucking crazy.
At Taco Bell? Really? That long?
Yes.
Baja.
So yeah, for a while it's the only place you could get Baja Blast.
Yeah.
And they came out with that zero sugar, which was really good.
I'm guessing it's going to be like a carbonated fruit punch.
What does it say?
I was thinking of
Point Break.
eating a lot of escargot, but it's probably only ever tasted like garlic butter. Yeah, that's fair. I don't think I've ever had escargots. You like caviar?
I don't like caviar, but escargot is really good. It's like steamed oysters. What is that flavor? Don't tell me.
Hold up.
Don't tell me.
Let me try it.
Okay. Oh, I think I know what. All right, you remember the?
I know exactly what this is.
Charms lollipop.
Mm.
It was like not strawberry, but like the.
I remember. I know what you're talking about.
The red one.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
This is what I would say.
Cherry?
Maybe it was cherry, but.
This is what I would say. It reminds me of the flavor-rich fruit punch in the carton.
Mm-hmm.
Mix it, like cut it half and half with water, then make it carbonated. Because it's got that same flavor, but it's way less pronounced.
So here's something I used to love to do is get my mom to get Weiler's, you know, that punch or that lemonade. Yep. It comes with sugar, so it's already a sweet. It's not like Kool-Aid was this dry packet of like flavor,
tart.
But Weiler's, you know, it was like for me it was like Lickimades before Lickimades, where it's like you just get that and you're just licking on that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this tastes like the to me the flavor.
Very, very candy like though.
The fruit punch that you would get in the carton, but it's way watered down. I'm not saying that pejoratively.
No, it's not. It's not as syrupy.
Yeah, not as intense and syrupy and like over the top.
Right.
It's like cut in half but carbonated, which is very good. Because I think when it comes to like juices like that, especially stuff that's like significantly artificial in nature. Fruit punch is my go-to.
This would be really good with like a vanilla ice cream.
Okay. I was going to say vodka, but sure.
Or vodka and vanilla ice cream.
Okay. Or hot wings and vanilla ice cream. I'm telling you, I want to try that so bad now. Just take a hot wing and dip it in vanilla ice cream, like slightly melted vanilla ice cream.
Apparently, Conan had to have like a doctor attend to him on hot wings.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He thought he was having some issues.
Oh. But you dip your wings in ranch. The creamy.
Ranch?
I mean, like, ranch or a blue cheese. So a creamy,
that'd be blue cheese.
Cool.
Or you do a fucking ranch. Who gives a fuck?
But, like, a fucking ice cream. That's what I'm saying. Dip it in ice cream.
Yeah.
I want to try that.
The sausage Bowberry biscuit did remind me of the Luther burger, which I never had the Luther burger at like a ballpark or whatever, but it was that same style of sweet.
You did that ham one on the donut. You made a video.
Yeah,
about
we
that.
did that.
There's a video.
It was good.
I could play it right now. Actually, I could play it right now. Did Bananas just say? He dips his wiener in ranch. No. No wiener, no ranch. I couldn't do it. I don't do blue cheese all the time. I like blue cheese, but
I don't like it as a dressing. I just like it with wings.
I like it with wings. I like a good one with like chunks of blue cheese and stuff in it. The stuff you buy in the store, no. Because every other time I eat it, it tastes like bananas to me. Seriously. You know how people have the cilantro thing where it tastes like soap? Blue cheese tastes like artificial bananas. Like a banana now or later.
Or candy, banana candy.
Banana candy. That's what blue cheese tastes like to me.
Huh.
But other times I just drink it like I love it. Or like in a wing restaurant where it's got chunks of blue cheese and shit in there. I love that. But then if I buy Kraft blue cheese, it tastes like bananas to me. I like blue cheese on iceberg wedge at Steak and Ale. With fucking lobster, motherfucker. And extra lobster on the side.
I think Jack was a bartender at Steak and Ale. And now that I think about it, yeah. For a short while.
I had a cousin that was a victim in the parking lot of Steak and Ale.
And you were kind of an aggressor at a place called Ham's. A parking lot. Speaking of parking lots,
it's true. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
That's that same Ham's. I think my band played there years later, and we had to wait for someone to finish eating so we could set up our gear in the middle.
High Point Road.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
We ended up playing there. Actually, this true story. That same Ham's that I was banned from for reasons. Later, 5 L's ended up playing there, and I was like trying to sort of hide before they realized who the fuck it was. That was me and Finn's first date.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what date. She met me at my show.
Okay.
At Hams, and I was kind of like hiding in the corner, like, oh, let's go out to the dance floor. No. Okay, let's go to the bar. No, let's don't do that. And if you see my picture up on the register, don't pay any attention. Yes.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, you just because you know I'll kill you. Seriously, I'll kill you. Don't go to the register. Yeah, true story.
So, what would you give this? 1 to 10.
It's a 7-8 for me.
Okay,
it's up there. I really like it.
7.
I'm a sucker for fruit punch, so I'm probably not a good measuring stick for this. I'm a
good 8.
Like if I'm gonna go like blueberry, raspberry, cherry, strawberry, like anything like that, fruit punch will always be my number one.
I would say as a fruit punch, this is pretty damn good. It reminds me because it has that carbonation. It reminds me of like a fruit punch you get at like a Christmas party.
Yeah, it's very diluted. Which
like you go to a party, somebody's made a fruit punch and they put like wink in it or something like that.
Trust me,
wink.
Mountain Dew is not known for being a subtle flavor ever.
Right.
So I'm very impressed that they kind of used, and you can tell by, I mean, look at the fucking color. This is translucent. You can see through this. Like
it's all coloring now.
But still, like, largely, even their other stuff is not that clear. Like it would have more of a thicker, viscous, at least appearance anyway.
Well, the fruits they're showing too is cherries, pineapples, grapes, pomegranate. I don't know what that other thing. But that's what I think.
When they developed that shit, the typical banana was a gross Michael. But there was a big banana plague that wiped them out worldwide. What the fuck are we talking about?
The banana candy was actually based on a real banana flavor.
Oh, really?
We think that it's not because it don't taste like a banana now.
Oh, he said, dude, did you know why the artificial banana flavor tastes so weird? It's not because they fucked up. Oh, they based it on something that's kind of gone. Weird.
It's kind of like a blueberry, but it's not blue.
That doesn't explain why blue cheese tastes like banana. That's what I want to know. Or I could have epilepsy. Either way. Let's get into a little chip chat. We gotta hustle this up. What are we talking about?
Potato chips, how my mom does dip. Potato chips, how my mom does dip.
Excesso calorious. Excesso. There's a lot of stuff on the chip, is what you're saying. Those are thick. Papas. Look at that. Es delicioso. Excesso calorious. All right, let's get in a little chip chat action here. So we had a couple of things in the hopper over here. What did we decide to go with tonight, or did you bring something else in?
Well, I brought what I was hoping would be an open bag or open tube special.
Tube steaks and other underwear.
I think I ate almost all of it.
Okay.
In the past, well, I got them a couple days ago, and I wasn't planning on waiting until today. I didn't give a fuck. Sure. I just wanted to try them. Mm-hmm. So these are Pringles Harvest Blends. Now, I thought this was the flavor, Harvest Blends, but you saying it's a series.
Yes.
More like whole grain.
This one is blended with sweet potato sea salt flavor.
Okay.
So it's got a sweet potato. And I can tell you what they taste like already because I've eaten the whole can. But I like it. I honestly, but for me, the litmus test is I would still prefer just a regular plain Pringles.
That's your favorite?
That's my favorite. Yeah.
I'm not now. I like the texture difference.
I do like the flavor, but
I'm trying to get up. There's one whole one right there. Or not whole one, but like a
yeah.
Go and get an idea.
As I call them, tongue saddles. Remember that?
I don't.
The tongue saddle. It was one of those comments that was in the chip cheat.
Oh, really?
I called this chip a tongue saddle the way it. Because look at it, it's like a saddle, right?
Sure. I mean, it sounds.
It's like a horse saddle.
It's a little rapier than what I'm used to, but sure.
Or a saddle that like a Mongolian would ride.
I mean, I don't know texture-wise if it really jumps off the page at me as like being different than a normal Pringle. I guess.
But put it on your tongue like a saddle. There you go.
Okay, this is getting weird. I don't like this. I don't feel it. Definitely a little more hearty. I like the flavor.
Yeah.
It's subtle.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. Like
I don't think I'd buy it again though.
It's good though.
Unless somebody said, "Hey, can you give me something sweet potato?" Okay. But it's not heavy sweet potato flavor.
I think
it's just sweet.
Cheeseum's probably my favorite. What do they call cheddar cheese now? Cheeseum's probably my overall Pringles favorite.
Try the crumbs.
I'm good.
You sure?
They've all
been.
They've all been in his mouth before.
No. I'm just...
We don't have these things here in California, so to speak. And Chip Chat have 18% hit rate in California. I hate to tell you, Billy, but you're being taxed for watching this right now. You'll get something in the mail. Well, we apologize in advance.
What?
He's taxed for watching sugar and chip stuff in California. Before we moved out here, I didn't appreciate how southern it is to take some water and dump a fuckload of sugar into it. You motherfuckers don't know what City Punch is? You know what City Punch is, Steve?
No.
Ever had City Punch? Sugar water.
Okay.
When you live in the hood and you can't even afford Kool-Aid, dump some sugar in some fucking water.
Okay.
Put it on ice.
City Punch.
You got you a Saturday afternoon right there.
All about the sugar water game.
You learn that on Good Times or something?
Oh no, we did that.
Okay.
We weren't in the city,
no.
Obviously. That City Punch. Actually, I heard that term. I was like, oh, sugar water. We used to do that. But I heard it on Cribs, MTV's Cribs. I was a huge MTV Cribs fan.
Yeah.
Huge. Jinkum? My mouth is all of a sudden like sticky, and I think it's from the chips, not the soda. Maybe I'm fucking twisted.
But
what's our official chip for the night, though?
I'm sorry. I don't know what it is. It's a Lay's chip, obviously. It's one of these.
Can I do an accent?
This is from Thailand.
Yes. Can I do an accent?
No.
Fuck.
Or maybe you can if any of this is legible in our language. I don't think so.
They didn't even do Lay's in our language.
It says Tom Yum hot pot flavor. Tom Yum hot pot flavor. Which one of those words made you giggle? Tom Yum?
Yeah.
Tom Yum.
I had an uncle, Tom Yum. He died in prison of dysentery.
Product of Thailand.
Forceful dysentery.
I'm going to say this right now. These fucking glasses suck. I'm not ordering glasses online anymore. Here.
Is that the ANSI special? What are we talking about here? I'm not going to do the accent.
It's Thailand.
God, I want to do it so bad.
Do it. You can do it, man. Come on.
Hey, I took Thai boxing for many years, so I've earned that right. My shins have earned that right. But it is Thai.
You talking Muay Thai?
Muay Thai, yeah.
That's what Kate takes.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Muay Thai.
Where at? Not 8 Limbs.
I'm not sure.
8 Limbs downtown?
Where? Downtown what?
Winston.
Maybe.
Stephen Clodfelter?
Maybe.
Stephen Clodfelter is a fucking monster. I'll tell you a story real quick before we do these. You know, when we do the fair, we set up a live truck to do live shots from our local fair when it comes around. And I was out there I was just waiting for doing my news hits, you know. Right. It's every 30 minutes, whatever. So I'm just dicking off in the live truck. This kid comes up, dorky looking kid, glasses, and he was more enthralled with the live truck than he was like anything in the fair. He's like looking around and he's like, oh, cool. He's like, this so you do like live TV and stuff? And I was like, he's probably like 10 or 11 years old. And I was like, yeah, man. I was like, you want to check it out? And he was like, yeah. I was like, hop in here. And I was showing him like.
And he drove off.
Yes. But we had the mast up. We had the mast up in the air and everything.
Again.
But I was like, yeah, we get the signal here, and you can tune it in using that. And
this
you know,
is my mast.
We use all this stuff, and like he was like, oh, that's so fucking cool. And he's like, what's that laptop for? And I was like, actually, right now, what the laptop for is I'm playing Legend of Zelda on an emulator over there. He was like, oh, dude, my dad. He's a big Nintendo fan, and when he comes home from work, like on lunch, he plays Legend of Zelda. And I was like, really? He's like, I'm a big retro gamer and stuff. He's like, oh, that's cool. He's like, yeah, here comes my dad now. This dude comes walking out of the venue and walks over there, and it's like, oh, I was just showing him the stuff and whatever. He's like, oh, thanks, man. That's really cool of you to do that. And I talked to him for a couple of seconds, and I'm like, I was like, it's Chris. I was like, are you Chris Clodfelter? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, the world Muay Thai champion? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, dude. And I'm like, that's your kid? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, oh my God. And he's like, I got a school down in town. He's like, you'll come check us out or whatever. But we had like all these friends in common and people that I trained with back in the day, and people I was, grossly out of shape by now, but like being nice to this kid, and next thing you know, I'm talking to the fucking anyway.
That's cool.
But he has a school down there, and he's good people and a fucking monster.
You said it's called Eight
Limbs Muay Thai.
8 Limbs Muay Thai.
Yep. If you Google Chris Clodfelter, it'll come up with. You'll see him with a belt hanging over his shoulder. But anyway, we're gonna do this whatever you call it, noodle.
You need to say what the pictures are.
Tom Yum Hot Pot.
Hot pot.
What's the picture?
Hot pot.
Yeah, what's the pictures on there?
We have looks like like these huge prawns, some lime, some cilantro. What is that?
I'm tasting everything you're saying literally as you're saying it.
Wow. There's some other kind of shellfish, maybe.
Don't be shellfish, Steve.
And
give Lawman some. Don't be shellfish.
He's shellfish.
What is that? Some kind of bloodworm or something?
Bloodworm? Don't say that.
He's gonna be.
Now you're tasting a bloodworm.
Maybe
basil.
Yeah.
Some type of basil leaf. No, those are bay leaves. Bay leaves.
You're supposed to take those out before.
What is that? Is some kind of fish, maybe? The fish. It's probably fish sauce to begin with.
I'm conflicted.
All Thai food starts with fish sauce.
Which is not bad.
You need to go another round.
Lots of citrus. Lots of citrus.
I think it's to mask the fishiness.
Lots of fishy. Lots of citrus. Lots of
a little spice.
Lots of what's the other thing? Typhoid. I taste typhoid.
The initial hit was this
tomato.
Heavy.
There's some tomato in there. Sure.
Heavy fish.
Mm-hmm.
Like shell, like dirty oyster bed kind of thing.
It's like deep river.
But then quickly the lime kicks in and covers it up.
Yep. The sharpness of the lime really helps cover that for sure. I was kind of joking at first, but yeah, the lime completely.
But there's definitely a low tide taste to that.
Yep. Or like.
You know what I mean by low tide taste?
Yeah.
Yeah, like low tide at Omaha Beach.
How the fuck do they do that? Because it is literally like you said, the flavors come in stages.
They really do.
It's like, what the fuck?
I would love to know
put timers on them.
How they do that, like with the burger chips. Because the first bite, you're like, oh, there's the beef, there's the pickle, there's the onion.
Well, if you look at salt or MSG, like flavor enhancers, maybe one has more or stronger MSG or flavor enhancers that would affect your tongue faster than, say, the ones that have less.
There's an art to it. Oh, they've studied the science.
And people say we can't turn this into a podcast. Get the fuck out of here. Nobody know nothing.
Nobody. But they do flavors the way the Chinese do fireworks.
Okay.
Watch the fireworks displays, how they're timed and everything. It's done chemically as well as what's on your tongue.
I feel like this conversation went in the wrong direction.
Mr. Wong is never white.
Okay. Only thing we're missing is the gong sound effect to just really make this racist as hell.
Thanks for nothing, assholes. I'm sorry. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm glad to be back. What is that?
Getting feedback. I don't know to lean on something.
That's stereo.
Yeah,
that's not good.
The red lights come on.
We'll fix it. Just end this show and come back.
It goes in the machine.
We're gonna go back over to Twitch, play a couple of records. I'm not long for this earth tonight, folks.
Right here.
Still getting my cahoots about me.
I got some records. This one right here.
Nope. Shit, now you have to start the show over? Fuck. I appreciate you guys. We'll catch you over on Twitch. Hey, like the stream, will you? What do you fucking hate us? Hit the fucking like button before we go. What do you hate us? We'll catch you next time. Appreciate you guys.
That's not your fault!